Is on the way on WMPS.
It's time for another CR Product Group High School Sports Night. Coverage of high school basketball here on WMBS and the Triple I High School Sports Network, which is being brought to you by NovaCare Rehabilitation, the Radcliffe Law Firm, Fayette County Recorder of Deeds, John Marietta, Thurby's Riverside Ford, Shop and Save, the Catholic War Veterans, Post 1669 in Hopwood, M&R Transit, Mama Ruca's Pizza Shop, WVU Medicine, Uniontown Hospital, Jimmy John's, Ted Soba and Son, Body and Fender Repair, George Dental Associates, Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning, Board of Uniontown, Attorney Melinda Delarose, Casey Sports Cafe, Cherokee Recycling, the Sprouse Insurance Group and Insurance Agent David Hughes, Peach and Pharmacy inside the downtown Connellsville Peach and Market, Davis and Davis Attorneys at Law, SWGI in Uniontown, now a part of U.S. Digestive Health, the Centers for Rehab Services and Physical Therapist Jim Burns, Potter's Bar and Grill, Autoland Hyundai, First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, General Dentist Dr. Jonathan Krisner and Dr. Jennifer Haar, Russ Playholder, local Allstate Insurance Agent, Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer, Coldwell Banker, Laurel Ridge Realty, Movement Physiotherapy, Magisterial District Judge Daniel Shimshak, Armstrong, Megan Ford, Uniontown Mayor Bill Gerke, Attorney Vincent J. Teaberry, Garrett Breakout, candidate for South Union Township Supervisor in 2023. Joby's Golf, Uniontown Detailing, Sandy Howell Notary Services, the C. Harper Auto Group, State Farm Agent Lauren Yeoman, Zen's Construction Warehouse, Fayette County Commissioner Vince Facides, B Graphics, South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon, attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Wood at Watson Mundorf LLP, Big Al's Market, and Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation. Now stay tuned for the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show here on WMBS and on the Triple I High School Sports Network.
From A.J. Everhart Memorial Gymnasium, it's time for high school basketball action here on WMBS, the Triple I High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live. Tonight, the Uniontown Red Raiders host the Connellsville Falcons. Brian Morozak along with Steve Super, Billy Dice behind the camera on our Facebook Live video feed, and Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Our pregame show being brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group and Insurance Agent David Hughes. They will get you ready for the game. They're located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. And our live video stream here today brought to you by Jimmy John's, Walnut Hill Plaza, Uniontown, and the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. And Steve, Uniontown opened up the season with a weekend split. They downed Steel Valley on Friday, lost to Norwin on Saturday, but they certainly have a pretty deep group coming back here for the 2022-2023 campaign.
Boy, they sure do. We're looking for some big things from the Red Raiders this year with Grooms and, of course, Winfrey, McLee, and Wallace, all returning players. And, you got Richardson as well. So some familiar names there, Uphold. So they have some experience and guys that have played in a lot of big games. So, a lot of them are, upperclassmen now. Of course, Grooms just a sophomore, but he's, he's well seasoned. So the Red Raiders looking strong early in the year.
And Rob Kezmarski now, Stephen, his 21st year as Uniontown's head coach. They were 14-9 last year, finished conference play at 10-2, and of course lost that first-round WPIAL playoff game to Freeport.
Yeah, he's been around for a while. Hall of Fame caliber career for him, and he's looking for another big season for the Red Raiders. And I saw him a little bit before the game. Just walked around there, said hi to him and Coach Gladman. Coach Gladman, give me a my man already.
Yep.
He's. I asked him how they look. He said, real good. He's pretty. They're pretty. You can tell they're pretty pumped up about this group, so it should be a lot of fun.
Connellsville in a little bit of rebuilding mode right now. They're 3-19 last year, 1-9 in conference play, off to an 0-2 start under second-year head coach Jalon Miller. They lost their opening two games to Greensburg-Salem and Franklin Regional. And Steve, certainly tough. Coach Miller from outside the area coming in trying to rebuild this program, and it's certainly been challenging.
Well, they've been struggling for a couple of years now, and it's just you would think with the size of the school and the athletes they've had over the years there, they would do better, but they've had a little bit of trouble, and so they're looking to turn things around. And what better way for them to do that than to get a win off a crosstown rival, if you will, or a neighboring city rival in Uniontown. So there's always a big game when they play, and should be a big one tonight.
And you mentioned some of the guys Uniontown has back. They also added Jameer Braxton, who transferred from Albert Gallatin to Uniontown in the offseason.
Yeah, so we'll actually to see how he does. He's you got him there, 8 points a game, 6 rebounds a game. So he's getting some time and making his presence felt. So at 6'2", if I remember from him playing at AG, he was a very athletic, high-scoring type player. And, of course, maybe his role might be a little different on this talented Red Raider team, but still he'll provide a big scoring punch for the Red Raiders.
And actually, I think provides also a lot of support for Bakari Wallace, who the Red Raiders always called upon for rebounds. As scrappy as he's been, he doesn't have to do a lot of that with guys like Braxton down there as well.
Well, and Wallace, he's just a fun player. He's a ball of energy, that kid. He's only 5'10", but he can score, and he just, he doesn't look like, he's doing much, and all of a sudden he gets a lot of scrappy points. He's not the greatest shooter maybe from the outside, but he gets all kind of garbage points around the rim and around, just hustle points, and that's what you need. And, he's got some experience as well. And, and if anything, just to, like you said, with Braxton there, it may take a little bit of the burden off of Wallace physically, if not, for the stamina part of the game, maybe save him for those fourth quarters. Because if you remember, he got a lot of foul trouble last year because he
got banged up a lot last year, too.
He got banged up a lot, and he plays hard. He gets in foul trouble because of the way he plays. And maybe that'll take a little bit of the edge off.
And don't forget, you also have Kadrian McAlee at 6'5", down on the blocks. He added a couple of inches to his stature in the offseason. Yeah,
he's pretty good around the basket, and he can make things happen. He's an intimidating force down there, especially with his shot blocking ability and leaping ability. So Red Raiders are looking strong early.
The girls' game between these two schools actually still in the third quarter. Uniontown leading Connellsville 27-21, 2:29 left in the third. We have a bunch ahead on our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. We'll talk to Uniontown head coach Rob Kezmarski. Also, Jason Black's going to join us from the Connellsville Daily Courier. And we'll hear from Connellsville head coach Jalon Miller as well. And the Falcons last in the WPIAL playoffs in 2020. They lost a first-round playoff game to Pine Richland. Steve, we actually did that game up at Fox Chapel. And they haven't won a playoff game since 2011 when they lost that to that same Pine Richland team, or they defeated that same Pine Richland team that they lost to in 2020. Uniontown now has made the playoffs in 5 straight years, but they haven't won a playoff game since 2019 when they defeated Beaver. So a good feeling out game, Steve, I think, for both of these schools.
Yeah, it should be. And a good atmosphere. And I tell you what, nice thing they did putting this girls game, getting the girls a chance to play in front of a big crowd. It's a lot of people here already. You can hear maybe in the background. It's a nice, people are starting to fill in. And, it's a small gym, but when you get a lot of people in here, it has that big-time feel to it. And so it's nice to see for these girls to get a chance to play in front of a lot of people.
And for the boys, conference games don't start until January, so still a couple of weeks where these teams can kind of get things going a little bit and be primed up for January 3rd when conference play gets underway all around the WPIAL.
Yeah.
We'll talk to Uniontown head coach Rob Kezmarski right after this when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases. But most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis.
We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation. There are no fees until you receive money on your case.
If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprouse Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sproulesinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
There's a whole new Ford for you and me. It's time to get behind the wheel. It's time to drive.
Thurby's Riverside Ford's announcing the Ford Shine Bright year-end sales event. Thurby's has got the inventory and the best deals of the year. Now get 0% Ford credit financing on all new 2022 Ford Escape, Edge, and Explorer for 36 months. Now that's a deal. How about the best-selling truck on the planet, the new 2022 Ford F-150 that comes with 2.9% Ford credit financing for 60 months. Shine bright this holiday season with a new Thurby's Riverside Ford in your driveway. Stop in and see Sammy, Jimmy, Joey, or Ashley for the best deals of the year. Hurry, offer ends January 3rd, 2022. Thurby's Riverside Ford, 1 mile past Lady Luck Casino on Route 40. Your One Ford Elite Presidential Award-winning Ford dealer.
School's back in session, and only Zoom from Armstrong can keep you connected to what matters most. Zoom is internet made easy, and that means homework made easy. Zoom Extreme now offers the fastest speeds and unlimited data. Stream, search, video chat, whatever the assignment, Zoom has you covered. And HomePass by Flume keeps your kids safe online with real-time threat protection and advanced security features. Visit ArmstrongOneWire.com today to find the Zoom level that's right for your family.
Are your dentures cracked, loose, broken, or missing a tooth? Or maybe it's time for a new set of dentures. Call the office of Dr. Jonathan Krisner and Dr. Jennifer Haar at 600 Cherry Tree Lane in Uniontown. Thanks to their in-office denture lab, they can make your new dentures faster than other offices, and in most cases, same-day denture repairs. They also offer teeth whitening, clear braces, and single-visit crowns. Call for your appointment, 724-438-0241, or visit their Facebook page.
Planning a sports fundraiser? B Graphics makes it easy. B Graphics will set up an online store with hats, t-shirts, hoodies, and other gear with your team and school logo. Ordering, shipping, payment, B Graphics handles everything, and you get a check with the profits. Minimal effort, maximum success. Call or go online to set up your online store at bgraphics.com. B-E-E, graphics with an X.com. Best of the best, screen printing and embroidery 3 years running. bgraphics.com.
Pizza, beer, atmosphere, it's all at Mom Maruka's Pizza, located on Barton Mill Road in Uniontown. Mom Maruka's is your prime spot to enjoy local high school sports. Family owned and operated, the Simpson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, wings, and the best Italian hoagie and homemade bruschetta in town. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday from 4 to 10 for indoor and outdoor dining and takeout. Don't forget Mom's catering services for your next party or gathering. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukaPizza.com for their menu and live music schedule.
Ryan Rozek back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show, being joined by Uniontown head basketball coach Rob Kezmarski. Rob, you really have to be excited for this season. In fact, you might have more depth back than any other team in the conference this year.
Yes, these kids deserve so much credit. I mean, they worked so hard in the off season. From looking back at Pitt team camp and all the fall leagues we played in, the summer leagues we played in the Bronson House. The kids really dedicated themselves. They really worked hard there in the gym. And we do have a very deep team, probably the deepest team I've ever had. And we're trying to get the players in, and we have different roles in different situations. But we're very excited. The first weekend was a very positive weekend for us, and we're looking to continue to get better and work hard every day.
Yeah, split this past weekend, defeated Steel Valley on Friday. You ran into a pretty tough Norwin team on Saturday. Your thoughts on how the opening weekend went for your Uniontown program?
Yes, when we scheduled them and the schedule came out, I mean, we really were supposed to face the two of the better players in the WPIAL. Valentine at Steel Valley, I mean, he didn't get to play because of the football. And then Saturday, Belinsky signed at Mercerhurst, but I won't be surprised if more Division I schools even look at him. Norwin's a senior-oriented team. They're a big, strong team. I believe they're all seniors, and they're very good. And a game that, even though it was 55-47, it was a lot closer than that, and we definitely had our chances to win. But we couldn't be more pleased with how well we played, and a lot of things we want to work on. But I don't think a lot of teams will hold Norwin to 55 points.
We have plenty of time to work on things in the month of December. Conference games actually don't start until January the 3rd this year, so this whole period, and you guys are playing a pretty tough non-conference schedule as well. You'll have a trip down to Florida, play a couple of games in Maryland as well. So certainly a pretty good feeling out process here over the next couple of weeks.
Yes, this is different. This is whenever I played, this is how it was. You never played section games after Christmas. And it gives you a different outlook about who you're playing because, I mean, our rotation is definitely a rotation of what works and how our bench can help us in different situations. And again, we want to play some of the teams we look at that we'll be playing in Florida, the Alabama team. It'll be one of the better teams that we played when we went to Florida. So, again, we're excited about it, and we want to get better. But again, we do have high expectations, and after this weekend, our confidence level even went higher.
Opening home game against Connellsville coming up on Tuesday. Your thoughts on the matchup of the Falcons?
Yes, I mean, we've always played Connellsville, and it's a rivalry game, and I'm sure there'll be a nice crowd. Laurel Highlands is away, so we'll be the only game in town. I think there'll be a lot of people there, and I didn't watch a lot about Connellsville yet, but we have their tape, and we'll watch some of their games from this weekend. So again, our kids will be ready to play on your home court, and this year we talk about home court being so important in section games, and all these games are important to us too. I mean, we're really looking to have a really nice season.
And it's nice to keep some of these local games on the schedule as well. You'll travel to Brownsville next week, and I think a lot of the folks around the area, like, even though Connellsville and Brownsville might not be in your same section, they like to see these games between two Fayette County teams.
Yes, it's nice. It's nice for the fans, and it's nice for the kids too. These kids play against each other. It's nice for them. I see Connellsville's playing Laurel Highlands. That's always a big game next week. So there's a lot of, when you have close games like that, it's good for the fans. It's good for your boosters, the concession stand, and we're expecting really nice crowds at all our games this year. And when you have players that play as hard as we do, I expect us to have a great following.
And Connellsville opened up in the Hemphill tournament, lost a pair of games against Franklin Regional and Greensburg-Salem. They have a second-year head coach, and Jalon Miller, and he's trying to turn around their program as well, because you really went through some tough times here over the last couple of years.
Yes, and we know that even like last year when we played them, they really played hard against us, and when we beat them, we were fortunate to beat them, but they played hard, and I know they'll continue to play hard. They do some different things with their pressing and things like that, so I know they're trying to use this game as a stepping stone for their program also.
Rob, appreciate your time as always. We'll see you out there on Tuesday.
All right, Brian. Thanks so much.
That's Uniontown head coach Rob Kezmarski. The Red Raiders hosting Connellsville tonight. Stay tuned. More ahead on our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show here on WMBS and on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
For attorney Melinda Della Rose, helping people with compassionate counseling, candid legal advice, strong advocacy, and professional commitment is what she does best. With an office at 99 East Main Street in downtown Uniontown, attorney Della Rose specializes in family law, municipal law, and general civil litigation, as well as personal injury, estate planning, probate, and more. For more information, call attorney Melinda Della Rose at 724-437-3200, 724-437-3200, or online at DellaRoseLaw.com.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Chris Parker Jr., it's time to go over the river and through the woods.
In time for the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Whether you're traveling to Grandma's for the holidays or planning a winter vacation, we have the vehicle to get you there.
I'm sure you have some special winter getaway deals, too.
Interest rates are high now, but here's something to be thankful for. Most new 2023 Hyundais come with 0% financing for 36 months with approved credit. Or take advantage of $1,250 HMF bonus cash on the roomy new 2023 Hyundai Sonata or Santa Fe Limited.
How about a low payment?
We have a fantastic selection of 2023 Elantras. Lease a new 2023 Elantra SE for only $219 per month. Just see us for details.
And every new Hyundai comes with Hyundai Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and 3-year free complimentary maintenance. Visit them online at AutolandHyundai.com or 25 East Fayette Street, downtown Uniontown.
You always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a veterans organization located in Fayette County since 1950. They are proud to advertise on WMBS sports programs and to contribute to the Veterans Hospital, local sports teams, and scouting organizations. Best of luck to all of our local teams from the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood.
South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon has spent his life helping others. Now in his 17th year of service, he previously served us as a district judge for 24 years after 8 years of teaching our kids. Like in basketball, Rick Vernon knows that it takes a team to produce winning results. Let's keep our great team of supervisors together. Rick Vernon says, go team!
Brian Morozak back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show, being joined by the sports editor of the Connellsville Daily Courier, Jason Black. And Jason, we appreciate you taking the time to join us.
No problem, Brian. Glad to join you here.
Tonight on WMBS, we have Connellsville traveling to Uniontown boys high school basketball action. You saw the Falcons this past weekend. They're trying to turn around their program with second-year head coach Jalon Miller.
Yeah, Jalon, you said in his second year, and still a lot of work to do for Connellsville. You could tell, I saw them play Franklin Regional in the Hempfield tip-off tournament on Friday afternoon. And, I think Jalon's a very good coach. I think he just, still working through the process of transitioning this team, still finding, the pieces and where they all fit into the puzzle here.
I think it says a lot for Jalon, really coming from outside the area, wanting to make this dedication here to try to turn things around at Connellsville.
Yeah, and last year didn't go the way after he wanted to. I think they finished 3-19 last year, but he's sticking it out, and you could tell just by talking to the man that he wants the program to be successful, and he wants them to be successful not just as basketball players, but as men off the court. And that's something that I've heard him preach, when I talk to him or when he's talking to the team at practice or wherever it happens to be. He's very dedicated to the program, and I think right now the Falcons are just still kind of in that transition area where they're, he's still molding his team. You know how it is when a new coach comes into a program. It takes a little bit of time for a coach to put their fingerprints on the program and mold the team to the way that person wants the team to play. And I think they're still in that phase where he's, still transitioning the team into how he wants them to look and how he wants them to play.
Another team in your coverage area that should have a great season this year is the Geibel boys basketball team. They're 18-7 last year, ended up going to the state playoff loss in the WPIAL semis to Bishop Canevin. They stepped up in competition this past weekend, played games against Kiski area and Grove City. In fact, very competitive in both of those games. Lost to Kiski by only 1, Grove City by only 4. They'll travel to Latrobe tomorrow, actually host Latrobe tomorrow. It just shows that they continue to step up in classification, and they have some kids back as well on their program. And in single A, I think they certainly have to be a contender.
Absolutely, and Bishop Canevin was a team last year that beat them 3 times. They were in the section with them, and that's who Bishop Canevin won the section, and they did that by going through Geibel twice, and then they knocked them off in the WPIAL playoffs. And Geibel's not going to have to worry about them this year because Bishop Canevin is not in their classification anymore. So Geibel may have a pretty clear path, and they pretty much return their entire team from last year minus 1 or 2 kids. But their big guns are there. Jadis Kennedy, Trey White. Those guys are still there. And, Don Porter, their coach, talking to him, he's looking for, a lot of big games from those guys and the supporting cast. And I know he expects them to win the section, and I know he expects them to make a big run in the WPIAL this year. So it should be an exciting time for the Gators this year.
I know you guys are always busy throughout the winter months with the Daily Courier. Wrestling also big up in the Connellsville area.
Yes, we got, Connellsville's always good at wrestling, and this year, talking to the Fraser people and Southmoreland and Mount Pleasant, those 3 teams happen to be in the same section, and the feel is that those 3 teams might be the ones that are competing for a section championship with each other within their section, and those are the 3 teams that we cover within that section. So, it should be a fun wrestling year, and like I said, Connellsville, although they lost a state champion in Jared Kessler, who graduated, I mean, they're still pretty stacked team. They're good across the board. I don't know if they have a particular great wrestler right now, but Noah Bill Swink and his program, they're they're going to be competitive at every weight class, and I'm sure they're going to be a team to be reckoned with. Once the season really gets going for them, and in particular once the individual part of the season gets going later in the year.
Well, Jason, you and your crew always do a great job up there at the Daily Courier. Folks can pick up a Daily Courier to check out your work. You guys are online as well.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Looking forward to the game tonight. The Connellsville Uniontown thing is always a big deal. And I'm actually covering the girls' game tonight, so I can get that in the paper tomorrow. But, it should be a fun night there at Uniontown, and, looking forward to the games.
Hopefully we can do this again later on in the season, Jason. Appreciate your time.
No problem, Brian. You take it easy, buddy.
That's Jason Black, sports editor of the Connellsville Daily Courier, joining us here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Stay tuned. More ahead on the way next, getting you ready for Uniontown and Connellsville tonight. Boys High School basketball here on WMBS.
I'm attorney Bill Martin, partner at Radcliffe Law. I have experience in workplace accident cases for nearly 15 years. Have you been hurt at work and are trying to navigate a workers' compensation claim? Are you being treated unfairly by your employer? When you're hurt at work, your employer's main goal is to get you back to work, but you may not be physically ready to do that. If you find yourself in a similar situation, call us at Radcliffe Law, 724-439-3939. We'll meet with you at no cost. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borch.
Going on now at Chevrolet.
Get a new 2023 Chevy Equinox for only $269 per month. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevy.com. Chevrolet. Find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles yearly with $2,999 cash trade equity down with GM Lease loyalty or conquest. Payment is plus tax penalties and for sale January 3rd, 2023. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry.
M&R Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, has been helping students travel safely to school in Fayette County for more than 3 years. M&R Transit is a proud sponsor of the Laurel Highlands football team, and wishes all of our area teams the best of luck. For more information about M&R Transit, phone 724-439-3164 or stop into their office at 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown.
Hello, Uniontown Red Raider fans. This is Mayor Bill Gerke here again to wish the 2022-23 Red Raider basketball team nothing but the best on their way to a WPIAL record 48th section title. As a graduate of Uniontown High School and a lifelong resident of the city, I've watched sports and academics unite our community. As a member of the Uniontown Area School Board of Directors, I had an opportunity to play an integral part in the growth of our district. This is your Mayor, Bill Gerke, and I thank you, and I hope to see you at the games.
NovaCare Rehabilitation is now in Masontown. Using a personalized plan of care and one-on-one sessions, NovaCare gives you an advantage in rehabilitation. Dr. Haley Cruiser and our professional staff are certified to use industry-leading treatments, including LVST Big Therapy for Parkinson's disease, which increases mobility, improves balance, and decreases time necessary to complete tasks. These services supplement NovaCare's exceptional orthopedic, concussion, and vestibular dysfunction resources. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call our new Masontown office on Route 21 McClellantown Road at 724-491-5220.
Boys High School basketball, Connellsville at Uniontown tonight, talking to Connellsville head coach Jalon Miller. Despite a 3-19 season last year and losing his opening 2 games, he still has high expectations for his Connellsville program.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. And the system, once again, is not only on the court, but is off the court as well. I have very high expectations. Where much is given, much is expected. One of the things I can never get back is time, and I invested a lot of time into the student-athlete. So right now, our biggest test, I know a lot of people want to win right now, and I would love to win right now, but our biggest test right now is off-the-court battles or just inner-self battles when we hit adversity on the court. So, our composure, trusting the process, trusting teammates, just, being supportive of each other in those testing times. That's a very big just thing for me right now, laying down that foundation. The basketball part has been very testy, but it's been very good, very learning experience for all of us, from me all the way down to the last player on the bench. I believe this has just been a great experience. Though we wanted to get a win the last couple of times we touched the court, I think we learned a lot about ourselves as individuals and a team as well, and we're looking to make up for all those mistakes in our next game.
That's Connellsville head coach Jalon Miller. Should be a fun one tonight. Connellsville at Uniontown boys high school basketball action. Stay tuned. The starting lineups and the opening tip-off on the way next.
Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer litigated over 275 civil and criminal trials, some of which have been aired on Oprah, Inside Edition, and ESPN. Having an engineering degree, master's in business administration, and law degree qualifies him to go toe-to-toe with anyone. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field and Marcellus gas negotiations, and family law. Small enough to care and smart enough to win. Phone 724-425-1162 or email TommySchaefer@hotmail.com.
Our holiday gifts can come early here at Megan Ford. We've just received truckloads of new inventory, including the much sought-after new Broncos, Explorers, F-150s, and even the exciting new F-150 Lightning.
And that's not all. Megan Ford also has F-250s, F-350s, 550s, and F-600 Super Duties. And just a reminder, this could be the last year for you to take full advantage up to 100% depreciation using the IRS Section 179 tax deductions. Consult your tax accountant today while there's still time left in 2022.
Looking for a pre-owned vehicle? We've got them, and many are one-owners, locally owned, and all come with a free Carfax report. So stop, click, or call Megan Ford today at 724-628-2720 or MeganFord.com.
Wishing you a safe and happy holiday season from Megan Ford, Route 119, Connellsville. Your friends in the car and truck business.
Fayette County Recorder of Deeds John Marietta would like to wish the best of luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, the Uniontown Red Raiders, and all of our local teams this year. He would also like to recognize all of the talented student athletes who showcase their efforts either on the field or on the sidelines as members of the cheerleading squad or band during game time and halftime performances. Again, this message brought to you by Fayette County Recorder of Deeds John Marietta, wishing everyone the best of luck this year. This message has been paid for by HBJ Radio.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5, and Saturdays, 8 till 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today at 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
Casey's Sports Cafe, owned and operated by the Vernon family and located at 243 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown, is announcing that starting October 3rd, they will have new evening hours. New hours are Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Come in to Casey's Sports Cafe and check out their new menu items and entrees. Casey's can also cater your next event. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Casey's is the place to eat. And starting October 3rd, new evening hours. Phone 724-550-4126 for Casey's Sports Cafe.
This is a Radio PA News Update.
2, 1.
Pennsylvania's Capitol Christmas tree was lit during a Monday ceremony at the Rotunda with the help of the Central Dauphin High School Chorus. Governor Tom Wolf was on hand for his final such ceremony. Wolf says the lighting of the Capitol tree is always significant to him.
Each year this ceremony reminds me of the common bonds we share across humanity. During this holiday season, therefore, let us celebrate and strengthen those bonds by reaching out to others in need.
The 20-foot Douglas fir from Crystal Springs Tree Farm in Lehighton, Carbon County is decorated with more than 900 LED lights and over 700 ornaments. It'll be lit each day through the beginning of January. A Monday fire has claimed the lives of dozens of animals housed at an eastern Pennsylvania Wildlife Rescue Center. Mark Sims reports.
The fire destroyed the main clinic building at the Red Creek Wildlife Center in Schuylkill Haven, Schuylkill County. Animals that were in the building under temporary medical care were killed, but resident animals not housed in the clinic were unharmed. The center rescues and rehabilitates about 4,000 animals a year. There were no human injuries reported. The cause of the fire is under investigation. I'm Mark Sims.
Western Pennsylvania Congressman Guy Reschenthaler will have a leadership post when Congress reconvenes in January. Reschenthaler's fellow Republicans, who will have a slim majority, have elected him Chief Deputy Whip, who's responsible for counting heads and rounding up party members for votes and quorum calls. And along with the ever-popular chocolate and vanilla, the 2023 Pennsylvania Farm Show will feature a new flavor of milkshake, orange cream. The Farm Show opens in Harrisburg January 7th. I'm David Payne, and you're up to date from Radio PA.
It's the Medicare annual open enrollment period. Now's the time to compare your options for 2023. Medicare Advantage plans often change from year to year, and your health care needs may have changed too. You may even save money. You have from October 15th through December 7th to compare plans and make any changes. Pennsylvania Medicare Education and Decision Insights PA Medi is a free service provided by the PA Department of Aging. We are the known and trusted source for objective Medicare information. PA Medi offers unbiased, no-cost assistance with your questions. Make sure you come through open enrollment with flying colors. Visit aging.pa.gov/Medicare Counselor. Call the PA Medi hotline at 800-737-07. Contact your local area agent on aging to schedule a one-on-one appointment with a trained Medicare counselor. Supported by U.S. Administration for Community Living, paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Let's face it, sometimes local is just better. Locally grown, locally sourced, shop local, eat local. But what about local expertise? At Allstate, Russ Blejo is just that, a local. So contact Uniontown area Allstate agent Russ Blejo so Russ can help you with protection that's right for you and the things you love most. Allstate, are you in good hands? Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes. Whether you have trouble swallowing, acid reflux, abdominal pain, bowel habit difficulties, or fatty liver disease, our team at U.S. Digestive Health is here for you. And importantly, if you have reached age 45, we urge you to follow the American Cancer Society guidelines and get a screening colonoscopy. To learn more, call us at 724-437-7677 or visit us at usdigestivehealth.com.
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and
Stop by Big Al's Market and Six-Pack Shop on North Gallatin Avenue in Uniontown. Family-owned and operated by Phil Luccioni and Dom Sabatini. Big Al's features 2 one-topping pizzas and a 2-liter for $21.99. Or try an Italian hoagie and a 20-ounce drink for $6.99. Check out some of Big Al's other homemade food items, including pasta salads, macaroni salads, and deli items. Big Al's Market and Six-Pack Shop, 72 North Gallatin Avenue. Phone 724-550-4252.
Does your car sound like it's saying, "Trade me in, trade me in," every time you start it up? Well, go to Ford of Uniontown and trade it in. That's right, your Uniontown Ford dealer is ready to assist you with a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV purchase. Ford of Uniontown has all the deals, all the inventory, and they are ready to deal. It has never been a better time to buy a Ford. Service is their top priority. No matter where you purchase your Ford car or truck, Ford of Uniontown will be happy to service it for you. They offer Ford-trained technicians, Ford-certified parts and service, 1-year, 12,000-mile parts warranties, and new state-of-the-art service equipment. Call or stop in today to see the hometown service of Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 West across from Applebee's. So listen to your car the next time you hear it say, "Trade me in, trade me in." Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 at the top of the hill.
Find more snuggle time this winter and be prepared for the cold with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, a home equity loan, or home equity line of credit, you can finally upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Keep the cold out and the warm and cozy in your home this winter. Visit a loan officer today or apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
Brian Morozak and Steve Subrick back here at Uniontown High School. The girls' game, Steve, between these two schools actually still ongoing. Final minutes, 41-39, Connellsville leading Uniontown. And we've had a lot of fouls and a tightly contested fourth quarter here.
A lot of fouls and a lot of tense moments here for both these two ladies teams, and should be it's been a heck of a early season game. Connellsville up 41-39, and it's just been a battle. It's been a pretty exciting game to watch.
They're in a timeout right now. We'll have about a 15-minute break in between games and then bring you the boys' game between Connellsville and Uniontown. Actually, Steve, it was scheduled to tip right about now, so it'll be 15 minutes after the end of this contest. Have to send our condolences up to our friends at WBVP and WMBA up in Beaver County. Their longtime play-by-play announcer, in fact, Beaver County Hall of Fame broadcaster Bob Barrickman, who called more than 70 state championships in his 43 years as a broadcaster, died suddenly today at the age of 67. He was a member of the Beaver County Sports Hall of Fame class of 2008 and the voice of Beaver County sports for 4+ decades. And Steve, we always enjoy talking to Bob anytime we did a local game here when any of the Fayette County schools would play some of the Beaver schools up in his coverage area.
Yeah, that's a shame. You never know. You never know what's going to happen to you.
And, of course, we lost a couple years ago Dow Carnahan from WCNS out in Latrobe, their longtime voice as well, passing away suddenly. So, again, our condolences to the folks up there in Beaver County. Certainly really meant a lot to high school sports over the last 40 years. He was a graduate of Slippery Rock University and Beaver High School. So, again, our condolences out to WBVP and WNBA up in Beaver County as Bob Barrickman passing away at the age of 67 years old. And right now this game has 20 seconds left in it. Connellsville leading Uniontown 41-39 in another late timeout situation here. Steve, have to pass along some happy birthdays as well. In fact, our studio producer, Nick Barczyk, celebrating a birthday coming up on Thursday. Will also be his 11th year anniversary here at WMBS.
Wow.
Actually, 12th year anniversary at WMBS. I think Nick started when he was 15, and I believe Nick's
like
27.
11 years. Sounds like he's due for a raise.
Yes. It'll be 12 years, believe it or not. 12 years for Nick. So happy birthday to Nick. And also our buddy John McCune celebrating a birthday today, longtime official observer. So happy birthday to John as well, celebrating today. And Steve, we're looking forward to this Uniontown-Connellsville game, our first time seeing the Red Raiders in action this season, and with all that they have back, looking for a strong campaign. And they've toughened up the non-conference schedule. Of course, had Norwin on it. They're heading down to Florida coming up later on this month. A couple of games down in Garrett County, Maryland as well. In fact, they'll actually have 5 straight games outside the state of Pennsylvania.
Wow. Well,
always fun doing those games down in Maryland as well because they have the shot clock, something we don't have here in Pennsylvania.
Just cold up there.
Yeah. We were down there a couple seasons ago. Hopefully we have good Wi-Fi. That'll be December 27th and 28th. And again, taking a look at our broadcast schedule coming up here on WMBS Friday night. Laurel Highlands traveling to McKeesport to take on the Tigers. That'll be a 7 o'clock tip-off. Our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show on the air at 6:30. Tony Hanola is going to join me for that contest. Steve, you're on assignment Friday night.
Yep. Be out of town Friday, but I'll be listening.
And I'll see you back for Connellsville and Laurel Highlands next Tuesday. That game at Connellsville High School, another 7:30 start, and then the Mustangs will travel to Norwin to take on the Knights. And after Norwin knocked off Uniontown on Saturday, that should be a pretty good game a week from Friday. And this girls' game about to wrap up here. 2.5 seconds left. Connellsville leading Uniontown 42-39. And they're headed to the foul line, and a make here at the free throw line. We're just about ice this game away, and we can get on with the boys' game here tonight.
Yeah.
Both teams, in fact, here, Steve, talk about a lot of fouls in the double bonus. They've had over 20 fouls committed here in the second half.
A lot of helter-skelter going on out there. Just a scrappy play by both teams. Well, that should do it. It's a 4-point lead with
43-39. And also, if you're around the area tonight, need some notary services, Sandy Howe Notary Services, open to serve you until 8:30 tonight. Our good buddy Ed Walensky always checking in on our live stream. So Sandy Howe Notary Services open until 8:30 tonight if you'd like to check in there and get some notary needs done here on a Tuesday night. Other games around the region tonight, Albert Gallatin at South Allegheny. South Allegheny, a pretty strong team this year. In fact, Laurel Highlands will see them in February, but they are certainly a solid program. Albert Gallatin actually gave Our Lady of Sacred Heart, Steve, a pretty good game. Osh this past weekend with their win over Albert Gallatin set a new PA state record for most consecutive victories over the last couple of years, but Albert Gallatin hung in the game with Osh, and even though they lost Jameer Braxton for the 2022-2023 campaign with Jameer transferring to Uniontown, that's certainly good for Shea Fleener's squad.
Yeah, yep.
Other games around the region tonight, Beth Center at California, Charleroi at Monessen, Jefferson Morgan at Bentworth, and this girls game has wrapped up 44-39 final. Mapletown at Fort Cherry, Mount Pleasant at Derry area, Norwin at Penn Trafford, Southmoreland at Greensburg-Salem, Bell Vernon hosting Steel Valley. Bell Vernon's basketball team still shorthanded. They're playing in the state football playoffs. In fact, they're playing for a state championship coming up this weekend. Thomas Jefferson at Baldwin, Waynesburg at Carmichael's, West Green at Avella, and Woodland Hills at McKeesport tonight as well. And really, Steve, have to send our congratulations out to Matt Humbert and the Bell Vernon football program. We saw them earlier on this year. What a season they've had to make it to a state title game.
Yeah, one of those games playing.
Thursday through Saturday.
Who are they playing against?
You really put me on the spot here.
Well, I'm looking here.
I can tell you it's a team out east. We'll pass along the whole state championship football sketch. Maybe we can do that during our next segment on the air as well. So we have 15 minutes up on the clock. We'll be back with more, getting you ready for the Uniontown Red Raiders taking on the Connellsville Falcons from A.J. Everhart Memorial Gymnasium here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
The WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital Orthopedic and Spine Institute is open, and their experienced providers are ready to care for you. Orthopedic and spine care spans a wide range of problems, from arthritis to joint trauma caused by injury or overuse. Hips, shoulders, knees, and backs are the most common areas where patients experience pain or impaired function. At WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, they can treat orthopedic and spine problems with state-of-the-art care. Their board-certified orthopedic surgeons and specialists are well experienced in the latest treatments for damaged and diseased joints. They offer everything from physical therapies to joint repairs and joint replacements. Whenever possible, the newest, minimally invasive techniques are used to ensure quicker recovery, less pain, and less damage to surrounding tissues. To learn more about the newly opened Orthopedic and Spine Institute at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, or to schedule an appointment, call 724-912-7533 or visit wvumedicine.org/Uniontown. WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. The new us, here for you.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair. Currently in their 59th year of providing quality, reliable service to the community, Ted Silva & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They will gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they will work with your insurance company. With a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Silva & Son not only cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it is the goal of Ted Silva & Son to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Family owned and operated for 59 years. Call 724-437-2351 for Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair, LLC. Proud to sponsor local high school sports.
School's back in session, and only Zoom from Armstrong can keep you connected to what matters most. Zoom is internet made easy, and that means homework made easy. Zoom Extreme now offers the fastest speeds and unlimited data. Stream, search, video chat, whatever the assignment, Zoom has you covered. And Home Pass by Flume keeps your kids safe online with real-time threat protection and advanced security features. Visit ArmstrongOneWire.com today to find the Zoom level that's right for your family.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry.
Going on now at Silver Chevy East.
Get a new 2023 Chevy Equinox for only $269 per month. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevyEast.com. Chevrolet. Find new roads. Lease it for GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles yearly for $2,999 cash rate equity down with GM loyalty or conquest. Payment is for tax, title fees, and for tenants. Sale ends January 3rd, 2023. While supplies last. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-668-2231.
Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer litigated over 275 civil and criminal trials, some of which have been aired on Oprah, Inside Edition, and ESPN. Having an engineering degree, master's in business administration, and law degree qualifies him to go toe-to-toe with anyone. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field and Marcellus gas negotiations, and family law. Small enough to care and smart enough to win. Phone 724-425-1162 or email TommySchaefer@hotmail.com.
Hello, this is your Fayette County Commissioner, Vince Vicides. There is nothing more exciting than high school sports. I know all the athletes work extra hard to be competitive, plus maintain their study skills. Again, this is Commissioner Vince Vicides saluting all the young contestants for their efforts. Good luck and may the best team prevail. And the winner is...
Brian Morozek and Steve Suprick back here at A.J. Everhart Memorial Gymnasium. The Uniontown Red Raiders and the Connellsville Falcons going at it. Steve, is your starting lineups to be brought to you by U.S. Digestive Health and the Southwestern Endoscopy Center in Uniontown. Problems with the digestive tract or no picnic, get help today. Call U.S. Digestive Health and the Southwestern Endoscopy Center at 724-437-7677. Here's Steve.
Okay, for Connellsville, starting at guard, a 6'1 junior, number 1, Capone Mickens. At guard, a 6-foot freshman, number 2, Jaden Mickens. At guard, a 6'1 junior, number 4, Jaden McBride. And at guard, a 6'1 junior, number 5, Anthony Piasecki. And at forward, a 6'2 senior, number 13, Ben Zavachin. For the Red Raiders, starting tonight at guard, is 5'10 sophomore, number 00, Notorious Grooms. At guard, a 5'11 sophomore, number 2, Calvin Winfrey. At guard, a 5'10 senior, number 5, Bakari Wallace. At guard, a 5'11 senior, number 23, Tanner Uphold. And at guard, a 6'2 junior, number 34, Jameer Braxton.
And you look at Uniontown's team, Steve, plenty of options off the bench. You have Jameer Hager averaging 3 points a game. Kadrian McLee, his size, 6'5", down in the blocks, averaging 5.5 points, 5 rebounds a game. Another big guy off the bench. We were actually impressed with him playing junior varsity ball a season ago. Levi Gardner, 6'6", senior forward, averaging 1 point and 4 rebounds a game here early in the season. Tavian Richardson, another option. So you have some guys you can really throw out there and feel pretty comfortable with not a lot of drop-off.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully not. And you got experience, you got some size, and you got some seniors there that didn't get a lot of playing time previously, but they're seniors now, so it's time to throw them in there and see how they can do. But they got the issue for them is they got sophomores and juniors and freshmen that are ahead of them that are pretty darn good players. So that makes good for a pretty good quality basketball team, and the Red Raiders have that. So it should be a lot of fun watching these guys play.
I have to thank our buddy Andre Ramsey letting us know that Bell Vernon plays Newman Goretti, Steve, over the weekend. So Andre on the ball.
Okay, yeah. I'll tell you what, I watched St. Joe's Prep last weekend, or Thanksgiving weekend, and they played Parkland in Bethlehem, PA. And
that's 6A.
Let me tell you something. They look like they could have gave West Virginia a game.
Yeah.
West Virginia's not that good this year, but they are so good. Parkland's a powerhouse over there in the Bethlehem area, and they've just let's put it this way: it was 49-6 at the end of 2 quarters. I went home and watched the Michigan-Ohio State game.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, so it was, that was impressive to watch.
And I assume they're a private school as well, so they can bring
private
kids
school. They got a lot
area,
of guys that play for the Eagles that their kids play on the team, and that kind of stuff. So they've got. They play a national schedule, I believe. They play like a team from Florida. That was, they're one of those teams that I guess they can recruit, if you will. If you're not allowed to say that or not, but they got all kind of people. But I was impressed. I was just like, we've been to our share of games over the last few years. So, sometimes the last thing you want to do is go sit through another game sometimes. But I said, well, I'm going to go watch these guys because I've heard about how good they are. And they were as advertised, let me tell you. It was pretty impressive.
Uniontown and Connellsville about 7 minutes away from tipping it off tonight. Red Raiders, again, 1-1 on the season. Defeated Steel Valley 91-21 in their opener. Certainly caught a break there, Steve, with Steel Valley's football team was still playing on Friday, losing to Westinghouse in the state semifinals. They lost to a very good Norwin team on Saturday, 55-47. I mentioned Connellsville coming into this game with an 0-2 record. They lost both of their games this past weekend as well, 55-21 against Franklin Regional and 62-53 against Greensburg-Salem. So they'll look to keep it competitive tonight.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Like I said, we're getting ready. It should be a pretty good game. Connellsville, as we've said, they've been struggling for the last few years. They're looking to turn things around, and they're 0-2 so far this season, but they play 5A, so it's a little bit maybe a little tougher, a little bigger schools, but they've had their troubles, so they're going to look to turn things around tonight against Uniontown.
We're back with the opening tip-off right after this. Connellsville and Uniontown here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family-owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasick has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
Planning a sports fundraiser? B Graphics makes it easy. B Graphics will set up an online store with hats, t-shirts, hoodies, and other gear with your team and school logo. Ordering, shipping, payment, B Graphics handles everything. And you get a check with the profits. Minimal effort, maximum success. Call or go online to set up your online store at bgraphics.com. B-E-E, graphics with an X.com. Best of the best, screen printing and embroidery 3 years running. bgraphics.com.
Our holiday gifts have come early here at Megan Ford. We've just received truckloads of new inventory, including the much sought-after new Broncos, Explorers, F-150s, and even the exciting new F-150 Lightning.
And that's not all. Megan Ford also has F-250s, F-350s, 550s, and F-600 Super Duties. And just a reminder, this could be the last year for you to take full advantage up to 100% depreciation using the IRS Section 179 tax deductions. Consult your tax accountant today while there's still time left in 2022.
Looking for a pre-owned vehicle? We've got them, and many are one-owners, locally owned, and all come with a free Carfax report. So stop, click, or call Megan Ford today at 724-628-2720 or meganford.com.
Wishing you a safe and happy holiday season from Megan Ford, Route 119, Connellsville. Your friends in the car and truck business.
Are your dentures cracked, loose, broken, or missing a tooth? Or maybe it's time for a new set of dentures. Call the office of Dr. Jonathan Krisner and Dr. Jennifer Haar at 600 Cherry Tree Lane in Uniontown. Thanks to their in-office denture lab, they can make your new dentures faster than other offices and, in most cases, same-day denture repairs. They also offer teeth whitening, clear braces, and single-visit crowns. Call for your appointment, 724-438-0241, or visit their Facebook page.
age. Dinner's great. It's one of your top 3 favorite meals. You just don't want to have to make it. Well, with Jimmy John's, you don't have to. Whether you live in a sandwich delivery zone or head into the store, you can always get a freaky fresh sandwich. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
Freaky fast, freaky good. Order online at jimmyjohns.com or call 724-437-6800 for delivery or curbside pickup. Jimmy John's, next to Walnut Hill, shop and save.
Sam Davis was a gift from heaven. He knows the law and the court system unlike anyone else I've ever met or seen. Sam helped me get through the federal court system with the best possible outcome.
Davis & Davis, personal injury and workers' comp.
We at Davis & Davis are humbled by what our clients have to say about us. If you've been injured, call me, Jim Davis, for a free consultation. We have been helping injured people for over 40 years. Call 724-437-2799.
School's back in session, and only Zoom from Armstrong can keep you connected to what matters most. Zoom is internet made easy, and that means homework made easy. Zoom Extreme now offers the fastest speeds and unlimited data. Stream, search, video chat, whatever the assignment, Zoom has you covered. And Home Pass by Plume keeps your kids safe online with real-time threat protection and advanced security features. Visit ArmstrongOneWire.com today to find the Zoom level that's right for your family.
Well, we're just about set to go. The Uniontown Red Raiders and the Connellsville Falcons from Uniontown High School. Again, the starting lineup for Connellsville: Capone Mickens, Jaden McBride, Anthony Piasecki, and Ben Zavachin. For Uniontown, Notorious Grooms, Calvin Winfrey, Bakari Wallace, Tanner Uphold, and Jameer Braxton. And see, the whole high school basketball season this year should be a lot of fun, especially look at this conference. You have Uniontown, Bell Vernon, and Laurel Highlands all in the same conference, and all 3 teams you could really conceivably see winning the section this year.
Well, we're going to find out what they look like pretty soon. I mean, I know these exhibition games or whatever they call them, non-section tilts, don't count as far as anything for the standings, but they sure do. I think the way people rank them and so forth, they count for that for sure. And we'll see how it goes so far. But expecting some big things out of the Red Raiders this year, and let's get ready to watch them and see how they do.
Get our live video stream brought to you by the WVE Medicine Uniontown Hospital and Jimmy John's, Walnut Hill Plaza, Uniontown. Appreciate all the folks watching on our live stream, including Samantha Uphold. She said she's watching for Maryland, cheering on Tanner Uphold and the Red Raiders, and Riney Polisco on the cheer squad as well. So thanks to Samantha and everybody else watching online on our Facebook Live video feed. The Uniontown Red Raiders in their home whites, maroon numbers, actually new uniforms for Uniontown this year as well, Steve. And Connellsville in their away blues with white numbers. The Uniontown bench across the court to our right. The Connellsville bench across the court to our left. And they're going to have the national anthem here, and then we'll be back with the opening tip-off from A.J. Everhart Memorial Gymnasium here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Going on now at Seattle Chevrolet.
Get a new 2023 Chevy Equinox for only $269 per month. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevy.com. Chevrolet. Find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles yearly with $2,999 cash trade equity down with GM Lease loyalty or conquest. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Sale ends January 3rd, 2023. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-999-8000.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
The WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital Orthopedic and Spine Institute is open, and their experienced providers are ready to care for you. Orthopedic and spine care spans a wide range of problems, from arthritis to joint trauma caused by injury or overuse. Hips, shoulders, knees, and backs are the most common areas where patients experience pain or impaired function. At WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, they can treat orthopedic and spine problems with state-of-the-art care. Their board-certified orthopedic surgeons and specialists are well experienced in the latest treatments for damaged and diseased joints. They offer everything from physical therapies to joint repairs and joint replacements. Whenever possible, the newest, minimally invasive techniques are used to ensure quicker recovery, less pain, and less damage to surrounding tissues. To learn more about the newly opened Orthopedic and Spine Institute at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, or to schedule an appointment, call 724-912-7533 or visit wvumedicine.org/Uniontown. WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. The new us, here for you.
Brian Rozak and Steve Subrick back here at Uniontown High School, just about set to go. The Uniontown Red Raiders and the Connellsville Falcons. The Falcon starters have been introduced, and they're just wrapping up introducing the Uniontown starters. Got our officials tonight. Billy Beaner pulling a double duty, Steve. He did the Uniontown girls game against Connellsville.
I just gave him the nickname Big Game Billy.
Yes.
It's a big game if Billy Beaner's on it.
Also Dave Hoon and Bree Hathaway on the crew here tonight as well for Uniontown and Connellsville. And you look how young this Uniontown team is as well, Steve. Notorious Grooms and Calvin Winfrey, two of the Red Raiders' leading scorers from a year ago, both only sophomores. In fact, Grooms already 453 career points, and he's only playing the third game of his sophomore year.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive, and he's going to add to that total tonight.
Looking for a big game here against Connellsville. You have Jameer Braxton, who again transferred in from Albert Gallatin. He's in the center circle for the Red Raiders. He'll take the opening tip-off against Ben Zavachin, the 6'2 senior forward for Connellsville. It's Juan back to Notorious Grooms. Touch from Calvin in the corner. Uphold for three, in and out. Long rebound controlled by Zavachin for Connellsville. Pivots back off to Jaden McBride, who fires it down the court here on the near side. Pass brought down by Capone Mickens, who kicks it out for the made three from Ben Zavachin. So Zavachin, averaging only 2 points a game here early on in the season, connects from the outside, and Connellsville an early 3-0 lead over Uniontown. Short-lived, though, before Jameer Braxton with a little floater right of the lane for Uniontown as the Red Raiders back to within one. Might be a pretty up-tempo game here, Steve. Just 40 seconds in, they're running up and down the courts. And driving from the near wing and in, scoop shot score there for Jaden McBride. And Connellsville a 5-2 lead. An official's timeout. Looks like McBride lost his shoe.
Yeah. His shoe, he just slipped it on. It doesn't look like it's it doesn't look like that shoe fits him very well. It looks a little big, doesn't it?
I need to tighten up those kicks a bit.
Yeah, tighten up the laces.
Here's Grooms on the far side, coming far baseline, backed up, hold in the corner on the wing to Calvin Winfrey. Knocked away there by Capone Mickens, and it seems early on, Steve, Connellsville bringing a lot of intensity, especially defensively.
Well, right now, it looks like they came to play, and the Red Raiders got to match their intensity.
Grooms from way outside, rattling out. That one halfway down before coming out there for Notorious. Bakari Wallace hit the deck behind the play, and Jaden McBride with a bounce pass into the corner there to Capone Mickens. Trying to go back to McBride, lost the handle, and Bakari Wallace out of the back with it forward to Notorious Grooms, who lays it up and in on the near block. So first two of the game for Notorious. Red Raiders back to within one at 5-4 here at the 6:34 mark of the opening quarter. Capone Mickens back to Zavachin. Bounce pass on the inside, knocked away again by Wallace. Into the hands of Groom. Red Raiders look to run. Leaning forward, Braxton. Scoop shot scored. Jameer Braxton, the AG transfer, 4 already. Red Raiders in the lead at 6-5. Coming back down the court, missing on a left-handed layup attempt there. Capone Mickens. Red Raiders bring it back, kick it out to Uphold. His high arcing three rattles out. Braxton going for the rebound. Deflected out of bounds. Connellsville ball. You guys got to sit down.
Hey.
And Connellsville will trigger it in. And Anthony Piasecki to send it in here for Connellsville. Piasecki into McBride. Packed house, Steve. Got folks standing all in front of us, too.
Trying to sell 50-50 tickets.
Yeah. We're trying to call the game.
I don't think they realize.
Red Raiders little double team there at mid-court, deflecting it away. Defense good on both sides, and a 6-5 lead here for Uniontown here at the 5:56 mark of the first.
Well, right away you can see that Connellsville came out with some intensity, but I could tell right away they're going to have trouble handling the ball against this pressure.
Here's Bakari Wallace coming back hard, foul, and Bakari hit the deck.
He hit his head on the wood on the floor. Look, he got up and he stumbled. That's a problem.
And Bakari Wallace down, and
he hit it. Yeah, he came down and he kind of, the old whiplash hit his head, and he tried to get up and he stumbled. He says he's okay, but I don't know. You got to check him.
Yeah, definitely in concussion protocol. Injury timeout brought to you by UPMC Centers for Rehab Services. The leaders in physical therapy. Visit physical therapist Jim Burns at 160 Wayland Smith Drive or call 724-437-7500. The Centers for Rehab Services relief is closer than you think. And you have to put him, Steve, I would think, in concussion protocol, do a little check on him there. Because he did wobble when he tried to sit up.
Yeah. I feel like Tua said it was his back, and it could have been his back. He hit he landed on his back, and his head kind of snapped down and hit the hardwood. But they're not really. There's not a trainer over there talking to him, and I think
he's having him there on the bench.
Yeah, they see.
A little surprising. Kadrian McLeod will shoot the free throws here for Bakari. McLeod has just attempted one free throw so far this year, 0 of 1. First of 2 here, no good. And see if he got a look, and actually an official visit to Kent State for football a couple weeks back. Headed up there for a midweek game for the Golden Flashes, and nice to see him getting some Division I football looks here early on in his junior year. Makes 1 of 2 at the foul line. It's a 7-5 lead for Uniontown, and a travel call there on Connellsville in the backcourt.
You can see right away that Connellsville's going to have a little bit of trouble bringing the ball up against this pressure from Uniontown.
Here's Braxton, Jameer. Little floater out in front, good. He's off to a hot start with 6 here already. Back on the other side, Connellsville, a quick 2 from Capone Mickens. There's no hesitation on either side. Traditionally, over the years, Connellsville has been a team that's played a slower tempo, but not under Jalon Miller, at least not here against Uniontown. Here's Winfrey from the outside. 3 balls and air ball goes right to Grooms. Reset outside uphold. Near side Braxton. Dump down back to McLeod. Drew a little contact out in front. I think you're going to see Trent Haar picking up the foul there for Connellsville.
Yeah, and it would have been a shooting foul if he would have shot the ball, but he passed it to the corner.
They actually called it on Case Shear, Steve, number 12.
Yeah, that's.
I thought Haar initiated the contact there.
Definitely number 24, but let's see.
Officials are going to get back together, and Dave Hoon might make a correction. No, he's not.
Wow.
So 9 shooting, triggered in to Braxton, touch from uphold. Far side, Grooms in the lane, McLeod. Back out to Braxton, 3 ball on the way, short. Might have been over the back, not called there on Capone Mickens, who got the rebound over Calvin Winfrey, and then a quick foul on Braxton. That's the first of the game against Uniontown. 2 team fouls against Connellsville, still 5:05 left here in the opening quarter. A 9-7 lead for Uniontown over Connellsville. We got Anthony Piasecki working it in here for the Falcons. Into Roman Rosselli, seeing his first action of the night. Edge of the zone there, Piasecki. Now Rosselli running the points. Rosselli, 6-foot sophomore guard. Near wing, Case Shearer. Back up top, 3 ball on the way off the mark. Trent Haar missing wide right. Uniontown the rebound. Grooms forward, look out here. Braxton, hard foul from behind by Rosselli. Preventing the easy 2. Making the Red Raiders earn it at the line. I was actually talking, Steve, to Billy Dice before the start of the game, and Billy said, don't be surprised if you see Connellsville with some hard fouls, making the Red Raiders shoot free throws. Uniontown, as a team last year, just 56%, 57% at the line here early on this season, and Jameer Braxton making the first of 2 for the Red Raiders. Braxton, 1 of 2 entering this game early on this year. He has 7 here in the opening quarter and a 10-7 lead for the Red Raiders. 4:46 left here in the opening quarter. Now Braxton is 2nd of 2, this one missing. Scrum for the rebound. Ball still loose. Scooped up by Calvin Winfrey, who lays it up and in. First two of the game for Calvin, the 5'11 sophomore guard. Uniontown a 12-7 lead on a little surge here and forcing another steal as Jaden McBride lost the handle. Grooms bringing it back across, fronted there by Rosselli. Sending it off to his right to Winfrey. Moving a lane, and the finish from Calvin Winfrey. That was pretty sweet, Steve.
Yeah.
The Red Raiders have doubled up the Falcons now at 14-7 here at the 4:16 mark of the opening quarter. Timeout. Connellsville will take one as well. 14-7 Red Raiders are back at 60 on the C.R. Barada Group High School Sports Night.
On the go? No time to stop? That's when you'll love Peach & Pharmacy's curbside pickup at Peach & Market in downtown Connellsville. Next time you have a prescription to get, let Peach & Pharmacy make it easy for you. Call ahead at 724-626-9600 or send a message. Let friendly curbside pickup keep you right where you want to be, in the driver's seat. Peach & Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
M&R Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, has been helping students travel safely to school in Fayette County for more than 3 years. M&R Transit is a proud sponsor of the Laurel Highlands football team and wishes all of our area teams the best of luck. For more information about M&R Transit, phone 724-439-3164 or stop into their office at 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown.
Prime Rozek, Steve Subrick back here at Uniontown High School. Red Raiders with the basketball. Connellsville miss on the other side. Down low, McLee with the finish for the Red Raiders. Kadri McLee, his first field goal of the game. Made a free throw earlier on this quarter. With that make there, Steve, Uniontown's got up 9 at 16-7. Coming back on the other side, missing on a floater, Case Shear. Uniontown back in transition. Tavian Richardson driving and missing. And Ben Zavachin out of the pack with it for Connellsville. Tried a little outlet push there to Anthony Piasecki. Lost out of bounds, and it looks like it's going to go back over to Uniontown.
Well, you can see this game's starting to get away from Connellsville a little bit. The Red Raiders kind of flexing their muscles athletically here, just really giving them fits.
Grooms over to Winfrey, long three, far side off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound deflected around and controlled there by Ben Zavachin, and then Tavian Richardson just took it out of the hands of Case Shear, but Richardson missing on the floater near side, and Shear the rebound.
Tried a little fadeaway floater from the corner.
Grooms another steal. Coming back, 2 on none, and Notorious will just lay it up and in for his second basket of the night. He has 4, all Uniontown right now. The comfortable 18-7 lead, and they force another turnover out in front, and a finish there from Tavian Richardson, set up by Calvin Winfrey.
We need a timeout.
And Connells was going to take another one. 3:08 left here in the first. All Uniontown up 20-7. We're back in 60 here on the C.R. Barada Group High School Sports Night.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer litigated over 275 civil and criminal trials, some of which have been aired on Oprah, Inside Edition, and ESPN. Having an engineering degree, master's in business administration, and law degree qualifies him to go toe-to-toe with anyone. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field and Marcellus gas negotiations, and family law. Small enough to care and smart enough to win. Phone 724-425-1162 or email TommySchaefer@hotmail.com.
Prime Rozak and Steve Subrick back here at A.J. Everhart Memorial Gymnasium. All Uniontown here in the opening quarter, up 20-7 over Connellsville. And Steve, we still have 3:08 left here in the first, and Connellsville's burned 2 timeouts.
Well, they had to. I mean, they're just really self-destructing. They were just turning the ball over, and the Red Raiders just making it look easy.
There's Jaden McBride near side, double teamed. Needs a little help. Nowhere to go. Try to bounce it forward, and Tavian Richardson there with another steal. Forward looking for Calvin Winfrey. Zavachin not get away there for Connellsville. He's called for the walk. Even when Connellsville is able to create a turnover for themselves, Steve, they can't hang on.
Well, it's just, you hate to say it, but Red Raiders are just too fast for them. They're just beating them to every loose ball and creating all kind of trouble on defense.
Grooms long three out the front of the rim, no good. Richardson the rebound, trying to float it back up. Short out the front of the rim, but kept alive again on the offensive glass by Jeremiah Hager. His jumper near side, good. First two off the bench for Hager. And the Uniontown onslaught continues. It's a 22-7 lead for the Red Raiders. It's been a while, Steve, since Connellsville has scored. I think the Falcons actually led 7-6.
Travel. It was a travel not called.
Wasn't called there on Jaden Mickens, who floats it in the lane, couldn't get it to drop. And the rebound pulled down there by the Red Raiders' Levi Gardner. This Red Raiders speed's going to be tough, I think, for a lot of teams this season, especially the Red Raiders playing here at home on the smaller surface. Garner on a rebound after a miss on the far side drive from Grooms, and he's fouled. Wait to see who this is posted on. Going to go number 5. Piasecki is first team fourth. Be in the act of shooting, and Levi Gardner will head to the foul line for the first time this season for Uniontown. He'll miss on his first of 2. Brian Morozak along with Steve Subrick, Billy Dice behind the camera on our Facebook Live video feed, and Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Nice to have you along with us for some Tuesday night high school basketball here on WMBS and the Triple Live High School Sports Network. Levi Gardner, second of 2 free throws, good. First point of the game for Levi. Red Raiders now with 7 players in the scoring column here just 6 minutes into the game. And still with full court pressure here on Connellsville. Up 23-7. Piasecki's the trigger man. He'll touch it into Jaden Mickens, back to Piasecki. And now Mickens again. They still haven't brought it across. Finally they do to Piasecki on the far side. Tries to go between Red Raider defenders. Little ball fake off to his right. There's Mickens trying to drive. Got blocked out in front. Deflected into the hands of Jeremiah Hager. And here's Hager looking to run the floor. Hager driving down the lane. Poked out a play and off of Uniontown and out. So Connellsville will get it back. But they trail right now by 16 at 23-7. 1:39 left here in the first. You see Billy's son Manny Dice in the house tonight as well, Steve.
Yep.
Manny's always having fun out in the games.
Yeah, he looks like he's ready for the beach. He's got his shorts and T-shirt on.
It's not Cabana night here either.
Yeah.
Another steal, uphold, picking the pocket of Gino Farrell. Connellsville able to poke it back, and Jaden McBride coming forward there. And a little push call here on the Red Raiders. See if they'll get Hager for the foul with 1:23 left here in the first.
Yep, on Hager, you're right.
Just the second foul committed by Uniontown. Of course, the Red Raiders lost Bakari Wallace earlier. He's still sitting on the Uniontown bench. I'd be surprised, Steve, especially with the lead the way it is right now, they'd bring Wallace back into the game as Mickens fouled on his floater. And he'll get 2 free throws. Head coach Jalon Miller talks things over with Jaden Mickens and Jaden McBride.
First home game, the kid wants to play, I'm sure. So, but he's sitting at the end of the bench. The trainer's over there. Is you put him down on the end of the bench like that, I would imagine it's
probably not coming back.
Yeah.
Capone Mickens missed the first, second on the way, again no good. And Sky in there for the rebound, Jameer Braxton for Uniontown. Braxton, no-look feed, up the floor, uphold, couldn't finish. Trying to get it back, and another foul called underneath.
Boy, this Braxton kid, he can play.
He can. We saw that at Albert Gallatin last year.
I mean, but he's got some players around him now that he can make some passes. He's got some passing ability, and he's really good going to the basket with the ball.
I think Uniontown's going to give anyone they play this season, Steve, a game. I mean, I just can't imagine anybody coming in against the Red Raiders this season and blowing them out of the house. This team's just too good. And Uphold makes both free throws. I think they're certainly going to be a contender. And I think Laurel Highlands and Bell Vernon both have to have their eyes on Uniontown this season, looking for another section title. Now deflected out of play. It'll be Connellsville basketball. And triggered in here by Jaden Mickens. Jaden touch edge of the zone to Jaden McBride. 1:04 left here in the first. 25-7. Uniontown leading Connellsville. Falcons feed it down low. Look at the basket and one there from Jaden Mickens. Jaden's first 2 of the game. Boy, the Falcons needed that. Now Uniontown foul going up there on Tanner Uphold, his first, team third.
4th.
Yep, they're late to add it. Now Mickens trying to cap off the 3-point play with a made free throw. It's no good.
That's a walk.
Travel call there off the rebound going on Jeremiah Hager.
Yeah, he caught the ball in his right hand trying to fend off the Connellsville player with his left hand, and he just kind of caught it and took 2 steps. Would have been a completed pass in the NFL, but
a travel here playing hoops.
Yeah.
Jaden McBride for 3, well off the mark. And in traffic, Levi Gardner the rebound. Forward to Richardson, driving back. Couldn't get the basket to drop. He was fouled there by Jaden McBride, and he'll have 2 free throws upcoming with 43 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Uniontown up 25-9. Richardson, averaging 4 points and 3.5 rebounds early on in the season, is yet to attempt a free throw.
He's a nice player. He would be starting for pretty much a lot of other schools, but with a talented base that the Red Raiders have here, he's fighting for minutes, but he's doing his good job.
Missed the first, second on the way, again no good. Braxton had the rebound, lost it, deflected out of bounds. It will stay with Uniontown here in the Connellsville zone. Red Raiders now 8 players in the scoring column. We're still here in the opening quarter with the Red Raiders leading at 25-9. Uphold setting in the corner to Braxton, touching it off up top. Levi Garner out to Richardson. A little ball fake comes inside. Back to Garner on the far block with the finish. Levi Garner's first field goal of the game. Has 3 points, made a free throw earlier. Uniontown lead at 18, and another steal there from Jeremiah Hager. Hager right down the lane. A little poke there from Jaden McBride, deflected out of bounds. We'll stay with Uniontown here in the Connellsville zone.
A nice feed by Richardson there to Hager.
Sent back in again to Uphold. Uphold resetting up top. Richardson spinning off a defender, taking a jumper from the foul line, getting fouled, but his shot attempt no good. And he'll have 2 free throws here for Uniontown. Still 17 seconds left here in the opening quarter, and Uniontown up 27-9. Now Richardson 0 for 2. Make it 1 for 3. Connecting there at the free throw line.
Feels like it's halftime, but still on the first quarter.
In a long opening quarter, and again we had the girls game between these 2 schools going along as well. Got off to a little bit of a late start. Richardson hitting both free throws on this trip to the line. With a 29-9 lead for Uniontown. 15 seconds left here in the opening quarter, and Connellsville is struggling, bringing the ball across midcourt, stolen by Garner. Forward to Richardson again, trying to scoop that one home. Couldn't get it to go. Uphold offensive rebound, scored on the putback. Tanner Uphold now with 4, 31-9 lead for the Red Raiders. And they force another steal. The time will expire here in the opening quarter, but Uniontown, I think, could have asked for much more there in the opening frame, Steve. Leading 31-9. We're back with the second and 60 seconds here on the C.R. Brada Group High School Sports Night.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry.
Pizza, beer, atmosphere. It's all at Mom Maruka's Pizza, located on Barton Mill Road in Uniontown. Mom Maruka's is your prime spot to enjoy local high school sports. Family owned and operated, the Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, wings, and the best Italian hoagie and homemade bruschetta in town. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday from 4 to 10 for indoor and outdoor dining and takeout. Don't forget Mom's catering services for your next party or gathering. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukapizza.com for their menu and live music schedule.
Back here at Uniontown High School, Brian Morozak along with Steve Supert, Billy Dice behind the camera on our Facebook Live video feed. Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studio. Nice to have you along with us for a Tuesday night of high school basketball. He's talking to Billy, says he's blocked by the little bar there, Steve, with the camera. We'll try to adjust the riser maybe at halftime.
Good luck with that.
Of course, you don't have much room here at Uniontown High School to elevate the camera position as a double dribble call there on Connellsville, so the Red Raiders will get it back. Well, you can't shoot from up high, can you?
Yep. Kind of an odd way they configured this gym, isn't it? People have had their opinions about it for the last 10 years.
Uphold missing there on a three, but McLee able to clean it up. 5 now for Kadri and McLee. And the lead at 33-9 for Uniontown. 7:30 left before halftime. Little ball fake driving inside and drawing the foul there, Anthony Piasecki for Connellsville.
Should be on McLee, I believe. It is. That's his first.
We'll talk to Uniontown assistant Ware Gladman at halftime. That halftime coaching interview will be brought to you by Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, helping local people with their legal matters since 1976. Piasecki, first of 2 free throws, good. Right now for Connellsville, the leading scorer Ben Zavachin with 3. Uniontown spread it around as well. 8 players in the scoring column, led by Jameer Braxton with 7. Second of 2 free throws, no good there for Piasecki. It's a 33-10 lead for Uniontown over Connellsville. Far side Braxton, long 2 on the way, no good. Same team there on the rebound out of the pack with a Jaden McBride for Connellsville. Trying to push it forward. Stolen again by Notorious Grooms. Notorious coming forward. Calvin Winfrey leaning and finishing with contact. We're going to have a whistle now. Calvin down. So you have Bakari Wallace down earlier for Uniontown, and now Calvin. Slow here coming to the Uniontown bench.
Did they call anything?
I think just called a whistle for the injury stoppage. And the lead at 25 at 35-10. And Connellsville head coach Jalon Miller talking to Dave Hoon. I think he wanted a charge there against Calvin. Looks like Calvin's going to remain in the game.
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't know if it was a charge, but it was something. It was either a charge or a block.
Here's Zavach and try to bounce pass off to his right one, right to McLee. Forward to Winfrey, handing off out in front. Great ball movement. And finally, McLee, another finish. Kadri and McLee with 7. Lead at 27 for Uniontown at 37-10. And now foul in the backcourt will be called here on Braxton, making contact with Connellsville's Jaden McBride. This is similar, Steve, to what we saw from Uniontown in their opener against Steel Valley. They won that game 91-21. And they came back with that loss against a very good Norwin team. And here they're up 37-10 and still 6:50 left before halftime. Inbounds pass was stolen there again by Uphold. Tanner's had a little size in the offseason. Falcons to trigger it in here. Roman Rosselli bouncing it in there to Gino Farrell. And Farrell needing help. Kicks in the corner and contact on the outside. He'll have 3 free throws for Piasecki. And that was a foul that really didn't have to get committed, Steve. I think that was an air ball all the way from Piasecki as soon as he launched it. So we'll get 3 here at the line. He's 1 of 2 so far, you're right.
But that was Braxton.
I did too.
That was Braxton all the way. But I don't understand that.
That's 2 we've seen like that tonight. We saw a couple of those. I know you weren't with us in Mount Lebanon, but we saw some similar situations, including a foul on Rodney Gallagher.
Did he make the first free throw?
He missed the first, made the second.
Okay.
And now the third on the way and good. The Piasecki hits 2 of 3. It's now 3 of 5 from the foul line in this game, and the lead at 37-12. Uphold back in the Connellsville zone. Coming baseline far side. Handing off McLee. He'll get the basket to go in 1. The Kadri and McLee, 6 here in the second, 9 for the game. And the lead at 39-12. And Steve, between Uniontown and Laurel Highlands, and Geibel has a solid team as well. We're going to have some fun basketball to watch this year here in Fayette County.
Yep.
McLee's free throw good. So Kadri now in double figures already with 10.
Wow, this Uniontown team is pretty impressive. They're just athletic.
Travel there on Rosselli.
Talented and unselfish. That's a great combination.
I think this Uniontown team, Steve, probably more depth overall than Laurel Highlands. Laurel Highlands more top-end talent, but I think more depth here on Uniontown side. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, I haven't seen the Mustangs yet.
Okay.
But, yeah, definitely I'm impressed so far. I tell you what would be better, no offense to Connellsville, I'd rather see this team have an inter-squad scrimmage, play each other. It'd be a heck of a game.
Come to practice tomorrow at 3:30, and you can watch them play. They coughed it up there, out of bounds. And Anthony Piasecki will send it in. Bounced into Jaden Mickens, stolen there. Braxton coming back, handing off out in front, uphold. He had it stripped there by Jaden Mickens. Mickens running the floor, going coast to coast, couldn't finish. And Winfrey out of the pack with it forward to Notorious Grooms, and Torrey laying it up and in. 6 for Notorious Grooms.
Now Connellsville's going to need another timeout again. The kids are just struggling to get the ball across half court.
Well, the lead's at 30 right now at 42-12. On the near side, McBride coming baseline, deflected out of play. We'll stay with Connellsville here in the Uniontown zone. And Jaden Mickens will work it in here, left of the basket. Fed into a wide open Trent Harr. And deflected out of play. Will once again stay with Connellsville here in the Uniontown zone. And our next broadcast of high school hoops comes your way on Friday. It'll be a 6:30 Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. 7 o'clock tip-off for Laurel Highlands and McKeesport. That game should be a lot of fun as well, Steve. 2 talented teams. McKeesport always comes to play. And there's McLean, nice block. Touched by Winfrey, sent forward to Grooms. A little poke. Uphold trying to keep it alive. Throws it off the glass. Couldn't finish, but Calvin Winfrey did. And Winfrey has 8. And it's a 44-12 lead.
4 Red Raiders by the basket.
They get all 5 touch the basketball in that last possession. McBride again, Winfrey in his face.
That's how fast they are. They're just
all over the basketball. Get a foul there. McLee fouling Piasecki. 5:08 left before halftime.
And halftime can't get here soon enough for Coach Miller and just to regroup a little bit. And we get to the 35-point mark, right? That's a running clock the second half, isn't it?
Yes. Piasecki making the first of 2 free throws. There's not much you can do, Steve, with this type of speed when you're up against a Uniontown team as quick as they are tonight.
Well, you know, they started out pretty good. The first couple possessions, it looked like, wow, they came to play. But then it just, I think the Red Raiders got their wits about them.
Yes.
Just kind of took over.
Winfrey wide open 3, rattles it home. Calvin Winfrey. That's a first made 3 of the night for Uniontown. All right, he does. Actually, he's in double figures now, Steve, after 11. That make with 11,
Yeah, that's what I said.
Back in the corner, trying to bank that one in. Capone Mickens a miss. Back on the near side, Jaden McBride. It was blocked. Hager touch, Winfrey, far side. Grooms, Notorious leaning off the glass. Couldn't finish. Piasecki, the rebound there for Connellsville. Piasecki, 2-on-1 coming back. Little ball fake, takes it to the rack. Missed shot. Richardson the rebound. Touch from Hager, up the floor, 2-on-none. And Calvin Winfrey will lay it up and in. So Calvin, 9 here in the second.
At 1 point.
Yes. 49-14 lead for Uniontown over Connellsville. You start putting totals like this up on a consistent basis, you're going to open up some eyes around the WPIAL. It's going to be a travel after a little juggle there on Jaden McBride. 4:01 left before halftime. Connellsville will try some new personnel. Gage Johnson checking in. Case Shear also coming back in as well for the Falcons. Worked in here by Jeremiah Hager. At midcourt, Grooms a touch, trying to get it to Richardson, was behind him.
A rare turnover by the Red Raiders.
Mickens, far side, Jaden McBride, he's trapped. And now he'll fire from the far corner. It's an air ball. Went right to Levi Garner, forward to Notorious Grooms. Down on the near block to Devin Sykes, who had just checked in for his first action. And deflected out of play. Good to see our buddy Dr. Michael George here, Steve, from George Dental Associates, one of our sponsors of the game. Hello to Dr. Mike. Notorious.
He's making fun of my orange outfit, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. He kind of retired that jacket. There's Grooms underneath, another finish. Notorious with 8.
I went looking for it the other day, couldn't find it. I think my wife and kids hid it after you were making fun of it so much.
51-14. Keeps you warm, though, doesn't
it? I'm going to need it when it snows.
Yes.
It's my snow shoveling jacket.
Jaden Mickens pulling it out. 3 ball near wing. No good there from Rosselli. Another rebound. Richardson up the court again to Gardner. Touch pass. Far side. Grooms lays it up and in.
Good pass by Gardner. Very, very unselfish. This Red Raider team so far. Very impressed with the way they're playing.
10 for Notorious Grooms. On the other side, rattling home a 3. Jaden Mickens for Connellsville. Second made 3 for the Falcons. Mickens has 5. It's 53-17 Uniontown. Scrum for it here in the near corner. Big time collision. It's been physical on both sides. And you still have Bakari Wallace, end of the bench. He's not coming back in. After he went down hard early on.
At least not this half for sure. And
no.
I don't know, like you said, you don't really need him.
Yeah, why risk it? You're on 53-17. I'm sure the kid wants to play senior season, but you have a game on Friday night. Little drive in, no good. Gardner the rebound, trying to pull it back out there to Marcus Heiss, intercepted. Red Raiders have used their entire bench, the exception of Eric Townsend so far in this game. They really can't say, Steve, they're running it up.
Torbich didn't get in yet, I don't think either, did he, Nick? Number 2.
Oh, you're right, yep, Torbich and Townsend, only 2 that haven't played yet. Still used about 10 guys. Foul went there on Devin Sykes. We'll send Roman Rosselli to the free throw line. Front end of a 1-and-1, no good. Uniontown another rebound. It's Hager, touch from Richardson. Heiss on the wing, into the corner, 3-ball and air ball there from Sykes. Red Raiders, they'll keep it alive again on the offensive glass. Marcus Heiss over to Hager. He'll fire another 3 out the back iron, no good. Controlled there by Capone Mickens of Connellsville. So 2:11 left before halftime. Capone trying to come up the court. Intercepted by Hager. Forward to Richardson. Spins through center and drives and draws another foul. Tavian Richardson. And we'll get Tavian headed to the foul line. That Connellsville foul. Posted on 33 Gage Johnson, his second. First of 2 free throws good there for Richardson. Now 3 of 5 at the foul line. Has scored 5 points in this game. Steve will have your halftime stats brought to you by First Federal Savings Loan Association of Greene County. Also check our Peachins Pharmacy scoreboard. Courtesy of Peachins Pharmacy, the downtown Connellsville Peach and Market, all during our halftime show brought to you by the Radcliffe Law Firm. Richardson hits both. It's a 55-17 lead for the Red Raiders. 2:03 left before halftime. Roman Rosselli now will bring it back across. Rosselli coming inside, rejected there by the Red Raiders' Levi Gardner. And that was quite a swat there, Steve. Up the court, fighting off the double team was Devin Sykes. And call another Connellsville foul. That will get posted on number 3, Roman Rosselli, his 3rd. Team 10th. Should get 2 here from Sykes at the foul line. First of 2, no good.
It's a 38-point lead, is that what I'm saying?
That would be correct, 55-17.
Wow. Don't see that in the first half.
No. They have been dominant.
You really, you could. Yeah, I don't think you could play a better first half of basketball other than maybe the first minute and a half where the Connellsville kind of jumped out quick, but the Red Raiders have totally dominated.
Second of 2 free throws good for Devin Sykes. That's his first point of the game. Becomes the 9th Red Raider to score in this contest. The lead at 39 right now. Washington off the face of Zavach, and he tries to regain. Out to his right to Trenton Haar. Now baseline sheer, but had it blocked away. There was deflected by Townsend, who's now into the game. Went off the side of the glass.
Yeah, that was Townsend.
And driving back is Hager, and Hager able to finish. So Townsend set it up. Hager with the finish, and the lead now at 41 and 58-17. Well, this should have a quick second half, Steve, with a running clock.
Yep. We'll order dinner somewhere at halftime.
On the near side, coming inside, Piasecki. Knocked away, and out of the pack with it here again, Eric Townsend. Eric posting up for a 3. Missing there, a little short. Kate Shearer the rebound. Yeah, why not? Over to Piasecki. Final minute of the second quarter. Ben Zavach trying to bank home a 3, no good. it kind of has a feel for late in the fourth quarter. We haven't even reached halftime yet.
Yeah.
Zavachin, far side Piasecki, just try to scoop it up, no good. Levi Garner sent ahead to Devin Sykes, whose shot will spin out. Kept alive, Levi Garner floating it back, another miss. Sykes trying to clean it up. Ball still loose, deflected out of bounds, will stay. Uniontown basketball here in the Connellsville zone with 21.9 left before halftime, and Uniontown up 58-17.
This was a prize fight. They'd have stopped it already.
Yes. Triggered in here by Nick Torberts. Every Red Raider dress now is played tonight. We're still here in the second quarter. Underneath, laying it up and in, Devin Sykes, his first field goal of the game. He has 3. So the Red Raiders 60 points here at halftime, up 60-17. 5 seconds left here in the second quarter. Jaden Mickens up top. He needs to hurry, not even watching the clock. And time will expire for the Red Raiders, leading it by 43 here at halftime. We'll get a halftime coaching interview brought to you by Davis & Davis, attorneys at law, helping local people with their legal matters since 1976. And we'll talk to Uniontown assistant Ware Gladman. And Coach, I don't think you could have played a better first half.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
I got you. All right. Yeah, first half was real good for us. We came up with a little bit of intensity. Has a little bit of even distribution from all our players. And, yeah, we just got to stay focused on the second half and just close it out.
Coach, I saw you before the game. You know, we did our standard greeting. We haven't seen each other since last year.
Yeah.
I asked you how the team was, and you said we were pretty good.
Yeah.
I'd say that was an understatement of the year. That was better than pretty good.
We were pretty good. Like I said, we're still trying to find our identity about ourselves, too. Coming off of this past weekend, we had a tough game against Norrin, where I think even though we lost, I think we learned a lot of things about our team, about ourselves. And the one thing I think we learned about was we can play some strong defense. Our strong half-court defense came out to show out tonight.
Well, that's one thing we're going to say. They got off to a quick start. They scored a couple early, but then your pressure, you could see they were having trouble getting the ball across half court. A lot of turnovers.
Yeah.
And then what I like from you guys, very unselfish around the basket. All your guys passing the ball pretty well.
Absolutely. That's the one thing that Coach Case is preaching in the locker room also is it's even distribution and being unselfish in the team concept aspect of basketball.
You played everybody in the first half.
Yeah, we got everybody, and I think that's good. I think he said it's going to be tough for the next team to scout us. So.
You know, one thing we were laughing. We'd like to come maybe broadcast a scrimmage tomorrow because put some of those guys against each other. It'd be pretty fun to watch.
And that's a good thing too. Like I said, when our practices have been pretty intense. Like you said, they've been going at each other, the first team and the second team, and right now there's no true top 5 that we can put in there. So anybody can show up and play.
You got a solid team.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate your time, Coach. We'll talk to you after the game.
My man, thank you.
Uniontown assistant Ware Gladman, brought to you by Davis & Davis, attorneys at law, helping local people with their legal matters since 1976. We'll recap the first half stats in a moment. Uniontown up 60-17 over Connellsville.
Chris Parker Jr., it's time to go over the river and through the woods.
In time for the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Whether you're traveling to Grandma's for the holidays or planning a winter vacation, we have the vehicle to get you there.
I'm sure you have some special winter getaway deals, too.
Interest rates are high now, but here's something to be thankful for. Most new 2023 Hyundais come with 0% financing for 36 months with approved credit. Or take advantage of $1,250 HMF bonus cash on the roomy new 2023 Hyundai Sonata or Santa Fe Limited.
How about a low payment?
We have a fantastic selection of 2023 Elantras. Lease a new 2023 Elantra SE for only $219 per month. Just see us for details.
And every new Hyundai comes with Hyundai Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and 3-year free complimentary maintenance. Visit them online at AutolandHyundai.com or 25 East Fayette Street, downtown Uniontown.
You always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
For attorney Melinda Della Rose, helping people with compassionate counseling, candid legal advice, strong advocacy, and professional commitment is what she does best. With an office at 99 East Main Street in downtown Uniontown, attorney Della Rose specializes in family law, municipal law, and general civil litigation, as well as personal injury, estate planning, probate, and more. For more information, call attorney Melinda Della Rose at 724-437-3200, 724-437-3200, or online at DellaRoseLaw.com.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Hello, Uniontown Red Raider fans. This is Mayor Bill Gerke here again to wish the 2022-23 Red Raider basketball team nothing but the best on their way to a WPIAL record 48th section title. As a graduate of Uniontown High School and a lifelong resident of the city, I've watched sports and academics unite our community. As a member of the Uniontown Area School Board of Directors, I had an opportunity to play an integral part in the growth of our district. This is your Mayor, Bill Gerke, and I thank you, and I hope to see you at the
Whether
games.
you just found it or you've lived there for years, you'll never forget that feeling. It was something that made you realize this house would become your home. And since there's no place like it, it deserves protection just as special. Local Allstate agent Russ Bleo can help you customize an Allstate house and home insurance policy and point out lots of ways to save, like claim-free rewards, extra savings every year you don't file a claim. Call Uniontown area Allstate agent Russ Bleo today. Coverage and discounts subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Savings vary. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company.
On the go? No time to stop? That's when you'll love Peach & Pharmacy's curbside pickup at Peach & Market in downtown Connellsville. Next time you have a prescription to get, let Peach & Pharmacy make it easy for you. Call ahead at 724-626-9600 or send a message. Let friendly curbside pickup keep you right where you want to be, in the driver's seat.
Peach & Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
Brian Morozak and Steve Subrick back here at Uniontown High School. The Red Raiders a 60-17 lead over the Connellsville Falcons. Our halftime show being brought to you by the Radcliffe Law Firm. Steve, is your halftime stats. They're brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County.
Okay, thanks for the Falcons. Capone Mickens finished with 2 points. Jaden Mickens with 5. Jaden McBride with 2. Piasecki with 5. And Zavachkin with 3. They scored 9 in the first, 8 in the second, 17 at the half. Red Raiders, very balanced scoring. Grooms with 10, Hager with 4, Winfrey with 13, McLee with 10, Gardner with 3, Richardson with 6, Sykes off the bench with 3, Uphold with 4, and Braxton with 7. They scored 31 in the first, 29 in the second for a 60-17 halftime lead.
In our Peaches Pharmacy scoreboard, Blackhawk up second half over McKeesport 35-32. We'll see the Tigers on Friday against Laurel Highlands, and South Allegheny a win over Albert Gallatin tonight by a score of 61-35. Here at Uniontown 60, Connellsville 17. Second half comes your way next in 3 minutes here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
I'm attorney Bill Martin, partner at Radcliffe Law. I have experience in workplace accident cases for nearly 15 years. Have you been hurt at work and are trying to navigate a workers' compensation claim? Are you being treated unfairly by your employer? When you're hurt at work, your employer's main goal is to get you back to work, but you may not be physically ready to do that. If you find yourself in a similar situation, call us at Radcliffe Law, 724-439-3939. We'll meet with you at no cost. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Going on now at Arthur Chevrolet.
Get a new 2023 Chevy Equinox for only $269 per month. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevy.com. Chevrolet. Find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles yearly with $2,999 cash trade equity down with GM Lease Loyalty or Conquest. Payment is plus tax penalties and first payment. Sale ends January 3rd, 2023. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
Are your dentures cracked, loose, broken, or missing a tooth? Or maybe it's time for a new set of dentures. Call the office of Dr. Jonathan Krisner and Dr. Jennifer Haar at 600 Cherry Tree Lane in Uniontown. Thanks to their in-office denture lab, they can make your new dentures faster than other offices, and in most cases, same-day denture repairs. They also offer teeth whitening, clear braces, and single-visit crowns. Call for your appointment, 724-438-0241, or visit their Facebook page.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown is the wide selection of brands and freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discount gas. Shop and save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a veterans organization located in Fayette County since 1950. They are proud to advertise on WMBS sports programs and to contribute to the Veterans Hospital, local sports teams, and scouting organizations. Best of luck to all of our local teams from the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood.
Brian Rozak and Steve Subrick back here at Uniontown High School. Start of the third quarter. Red Raiders up 60-17 over Connellsville. Steve, on each one of these sides, what are you trying to get out of this game at this juncture? For Uniontown, you're up 43. Connellsville, you're down 43. Obviously, you want to try to get some of your guys off the bench, some experience, but kind of a tough spot to be in on both sides.
Well, for Uniontown, you just want to keep the intensity. You want to, you obviously, it's going to be a running clock, so it's going to be just go through the motions. I'm sure he'll play these kids for a few minutes here and get them some just a little more experience. And plus they want to get stats, right? They got to get the, they keep season total average points and all that stuff. And you only play, a quarter and a half. It's tough to get your points, right? So they want to do that. And for Connellsville, they just got to play better. That's it. They got to be able to handle the pressure from the defensive side. From Uniontown, they got to be able to, get the ball across half court without stumbling and falling and turning it over.
Red Raiders working left to right as we describe it. Here's Calvin Winfrey, guarded there by Capone Mickens. Kicks in the corner to Kadrian McLee. Up top, uphold. Red Raiders slowing things down a little bit. Inside, Braxton, and Jameer makes a move to the basket and finishes again. Braxton 7 in the first half, 2 to start the third quarter. Has 9 for the game, lead at 62-17. No surprise there. Red Raiders force another turnover. Braxton, forward Grooms, just scoops it up and in. 12 for Notorious, 4 unanswered for Uniontown to start the third. They lead at 64-17. Piasecki coming back for Connellsville. Back in the corner is Avachin. Now Piasecki again between the circles to Jaden McBride. Fronted there by Calvin Winfrey. Defense still tight for Uniontown. Double team comes over with Grooms. Bounced to Avachin. Was almost stolen by McLee. Kept alive there by Trentnar. On the inside to Jaden McBride. Couldn't finish. Uphold the rebound. Forward to Grooms. Racing back again. Puts it high up. No good. But Calvin Winfrey able to clean it up for the Red Raiders. Calvin with 15, 6-0 run out of the gates here for Uniontown to start the third. They lead it 66-17.
And Notorious just lost the handle a little bit.
Another steal. Here's Grooms coming back again and got fouled going up there by Piasecki.
That's 2 layups he missed, but that one was tipped, and they're going to call the foul. But the last one, it just ball slipped out of his hands. But his partner in crime there, Winfrey, was right there to put it away.
The clock's going to keep running as well.
That stops now for free throws, but I thought it was supposed to keep running, wasn't it?
It runs until he's ready to shoot, which it did. Took another 30 seconds or so off, down to 6:20 left here in the third, as Grooms makes his first of 2 free throws. In Connellsville, a full line change. Speaking of line changes, Steve, you told me your son Joey, club 66 tonight for the Penguins Blue Jackets game. Pens up 3-1.
Are they up? Good. He's right on the glass. He's sent me a few pictures.
That's a cool place, that Club 66. I was in there for some of our Penguins Radio Network meetings before the start of the season. I can only imagine how much fun it is for him to watch a game from that location as well. So with 2 makes from Grooms, Uniontown on an 8-0 run to start the third, up 68-17. Connellsville with it back in the Uniontown zone. Trent Haar coming inside and moved to the basket, and a miss there from Roman Rosselli. Kept alive, though, from Gino Farrell, sending it out. Another missed 3 from Rosselli, and the Red Raiders out of the pack with it again. Grooms, touch forward, Braxton lays it up and in.
Well, that Braxton just looks smooth, doesn't he?
He has 11 after that make.
He makes it look pretty effortless.
10-0 run to start the third for the Red Raiders. They lead at 70-17. Jaden Mickens on the inside. Poked away again, uphold. Forward Grooms, and Notorious. He got stripped, no foul called there.
Third layup that he had that he took
nonchalant.
Yeah, a little. That one he took a little. The other two, one he fumbled away. The other one got blocked, but that one he just kind of went a little nonchalant, like you said, and he got tipped, and he actually caught it and fell out of bounds.
There's Gino Farrell coming back. Sent it on the inside to Roman Rosselli, gets fouled. He'll have 2 free throws here for Connellsville. So nice to see Uniontown Mayor Bill Gerke out at the game tonight as well. One of the.
Is he here? I didn't see him.
He was here when he walked in, Steve. He's sitting off to our right. One of the biggest Red Raider basketball supporters. Appreciate him supporting our broadcast on the air as well. First of 2 free throws, no good there from Rosselli. Now 0 of 2 from the foul line. It's good to see him so active in the community. You get a lot of politicians that go out and attend all these local high school sporting events and community events, and he certainly does that.
Yep.
They also have version 2 coming up on Saturday for Christmas in the Square. They had the first light-up night on Black Friday, doing another one coming up this weekend as Kadrian McLean draws the basket in the foul. I encourage you to check that out in Uniontown, 3 o'clock on Saturday. Good to see those community events in the city.
Yep.
72-18 Uniontown, 4:42 left here in the third as McLean will try to cap off the 3-point play with a made free throw. It's up on the way and good. So 13 for Kadrian McLean and a lead at 73-18 for Uniontown. And 4:38 left here in the third. Jaden Mickens trying to bounce it on the inside, intercepted again by Calvin Winfrey, who tippy-toed that far baseline before coming forward. Far wing and in, McLean looking for the dunk. Couldn't get it to go down. That would have been huge. And maybe try it again here. This time McLean's just going to lay it up and in. And no surprise if he can throw one down at 6'5" with plenty of leaping ability.
Yeah, that one was just a lot of traffic in his way.
Floater coming back, no good. Shear. Still loose. Braxton out of the pack with it. Looking there for Grooms. Going to set up McLean. Here we go again. This time he sends it down. Kadrian McLean with 17.
And I think Connellsville, he's going to call a timeout. I think he's probably a little upset that some of the Red Raiders starters are still in the game, maybe.
77-18 Uniontown. 3:50 left here in the third. We're back at 60. We're on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
We go your way all around every day. It's a fact. We're striving harder to get you farther.
Holiday shopping has begun, you know. The hustle and bustle of busy streets and parking lots. Wouldn't it be better if there was a bus shuttle service where you wouldn't have to worry about anything other than shopping and making sure you got all of the gifts on your list? Wait, there is. Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation has a free shuttle service from their transfer center every Monday through Friday. That's right, free. Just park your car at the transfer center from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. and forget all the fuss and get on the bus. No headaches this holiday season. FACT also has public transportation service to Pittsburgh area malls and shopping plazas. All FACT vehicles are handicapped accessible. For more information on routes and schedules, visit www.factbus.com.
It's a fact. We're Fayette County Public Transit.
Back here at Uniontown High School after the timeout. Uniontown up 77-18. Still 3:50 left here in the third, Steve. It's been a long game, even with the running clock here to start the second half. We're going to foul there, Calvin Winfrey on Roman Rosselli.
And Bakari Wallace still on the floor, well, on the, out in the gym here, but still sitting on the end of the bench.
Another steal from Tavian Richardson. Tavian coming back, lay it up and in, and the foul. They'll get called there on Jaden McBride. 8 for Richardson. Here's any hostility over there on the far side, Steve, at all from Jalon Miller?
And I didn't see anything, to be honest with you, but I just thinking like what I would probably be thinking. I might be a little bit,
upset getting dunked on.
Well, not that. I mean, you got to play defense, but just maybe it's time to take some of those kids out of the game.
Richardson missed the free throw. Red Raiders trying to keep it alive, and Hager does just that. Over to Winfrey, near wing, wide open. Look, Grooms. That three ball off the back iron. No good. Rebound pulled down there by Jaden McBride. McBride on the far side. Far wing and in. Threw it up over the shoulder and nice. In. Jaden McBride. First field goal of the third quarter for Connellsville. They had a made free throw from Rosselli earlier. That's been it.
In defense of Coach K, you got to let the kids play a little bit. It's, they only played a quarter and a half, really, at the most.
Hager missed a three for Uniontown. Connellsville to the back right of the lane. Gage Johnson fronted there by Winfrey. Pulled out in front in traffic. Gino Farrell coughed it up. Outlet pass forward to Notorious Grooms. Take a step back three, and it will rattle in. Thought it was going to come back out, but it dropped back in for for Notorious Grooms. And we'll get another timeout.
Coach K called that one, I believe.
So with 2:27 left here in the third, 82-20 Uniontown. We're back at 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Tonight.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pump for you? Oil checks and windshield clean. Joe B's Golf. That's where. Joe B's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard. Joe B's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station serving the Uniontown area in the same location for over 47 years. Joe B's Golf offers lockout services, general repairs, tire repair, fenced-in storage lots, state inspection, golf products, and AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681.
Going on now at Silver Chevy East.
Get a new 2023 Chevy Equinox for only $269 per month. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevyeast.com. Chevrolet. Find new roads. Lease is for GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles yearly for $2,999 cash rate equity down with GM loyalty or conquest. Payment is for tax, title fees, and for tenants. Sale ends January 3rd, 2023. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-668-2231.
As we come back to Uniontown High School, Red Raiders with a basketball. Jaden McBride coughing it up, giving an opportunity there for Levi Gardner to scoop it up, and Gardner losing the handle. And here's Connellsville back with it. Trent Haar resetting near wing. Jaden McBride. McBride stepping to his left, firing the three and getting it to drop. So Jaden McBride, 5 here in the third, 7 for the game. But Uniontown still up 82-23 with 1:56 left here in the third. Here's Hager up top for the Red Raiders. Jeremiah Hager out in front, coming up a little short. Ball deflected out of plane, back over to Connellsville. And he's still have a fourth quarter to play as well, Steve.
Yep.
82-20. There's one of the largest leads, and obviously we didn't see the Uniontown game against Steel Valley when the Red Raiders won 91-21 on Friday, but one of the bigger leads we've seen in quite some time. Missed baseline jumper going out of bounds on the far side to rule this Connellsville basketball. And Jaden McBride to take it out. 1:08 left on a running clock, and a quick foul called. I think they're going to get cheered here off the inbounds pass, and they will. Occurred right on the break, Steve. What do you think about that play?
Well, he pushed away, and Billy Beener was watching him the whole time and made the call as soon as it happened.
Richardson back up top. Tavian Richardson, pretty move. Couldn't finish. Offensive rebound. Kept alive a couple of times before Levi Garner able to finish it out in front. 5 for Garner, 84-23 lead. It's a 61-point lead for Uniontown with 27 seconds left here in the third. Trent Haar pressured again by Devin Sykes, deflected out of play. We'll stay with Connellsville here in the Uniontown zone. 15 seconds left here in the third. Capone Mickens checking back in along with Trent Haar. They'll have to hurry this one along if they want to get a possession here before the end of the third quarter.
Once you're one of your soccer games, the clock keeps running, huh?
But
they don't add extra time, do they?
Not for basketball. 84-23 Uniontown after 3. We're back with a 4th and 60 here in the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Quality care doesn't have to be hard to find. NovaCare Rehabilitation has locations in Uniontown and Masontown and is accessible for all of your recovery needs. Same-day appointments and no referral needed means making an appointment is an easy process. Industry-leading treatments, including LBST Big Therapy for Parkinson's disease, which increases mobility, improves balance, and decreases time necessary to complete tasks, are available at both locations. These services supplement NovaCare's exceptional orthopedic, concussion, and vestibular dysfunction resources. Don't miss the opportunity to personalize your care with NovaCare.
Welcome back to Uniontown High School. Brian Morozak along with Steve Super. Start of the fourth quarter. The Uniontown Red Raiders an 84-23 lead over Connellsville. Red Raiders outscore the Falcons 24-6 in that third quarter. And another pressure on the basketball again from Richardson, who comes back. Missed on the leaner, a lot of contact, no foul call. The Falcons out of the pack with it. Piasecki coming back, and this time will get the foul. Won't be in the process of the shot. They'll call it on the floor here.
And that keeps the clock moving a little longer. I think we got pretty much full substitutions from both teams in now. And Coach, I think he's got his starters done for the day.
You're going to have Grooms finishing with 17, McLee also with 17, and Winfrey with 15. As Levi Gardner just took the basketball away
Braxton
there.
With 11.
Correct. From Trent Haar. A travel called there on Jeremiah Hager. Right now on the floor for Uniontown, you have Gardner, Hager, Sykes, Heiss,
and Richardson.
Richardson, yeah.
Uphold only with 4.
Mike Lee Dunn as well, being one of the starters. And a foul down low called here on Uniontown. 6:35 left here in the fourth. That'll send Anthony Piasecki to the foul line. Piasecki, 5 second quarter points.
Torbich and Townsend are coming in.
First and 2 free throws.
I'm going to guess it's going to be for Gardner and Richardson.
Richardson's out.
Gardner and Hager, or Richardson and Hager.
Must be a fan favorite, Nick Torbich.
Yeah.
Fans always like those bench guys. Piasecki, second of 2, no good, missed them both. Again, offensive rebound there from Farrell, kept alive. Hart able to finish on the near block, and he'll lose it out of bounds over to Uniontown. Take a look at what's next for both of these schools. Uniontown will be back here at home on Friday to take on Thomas Jefferson, Steve. That should be a pretty good game. TKO is a solid program.
Looking around, amazingly to our left and in that the student section, a lot of people still here.
Yes. 2 local schools playing. Red Raiders after today, just 3 games before they head to Florida. They'll host Carrick here next Tuesday. Or check that, they'll host Carrick here a week from Friday and then travel to Brownsville next Tuesday. That'll be it. They'll head to Florida and then they'll head down to Garrett County, Maryland. We'll have both of the Uniontown games for you down in Maryland as well here on WMBS. Is heading out of play there with the save. Piasecki kept alive long, too far side. Good Trent Haar.
That's his first 2 of the game.
And come here in the fourth quarter. Red Raiders back with a quick 2 of their own from Levi Gardner. Gardner now with 7. On the Connellsville side, they'll drop to 0-3. They'll travel to Derry area on Friday, take on the Trojans. High floater good there. Jaden Mickens, his first points here in the second half. 7 for Mickens. And then we'll see Connellsville next Tuesday. They'll host Laurel Highlands. Carried call there on the Red Raiders. And that's going to be another tough challenge for Connellsville taking on LH. And then Connellsville will travel to Albert Gallatin a week from Friday. They'll play home games against West Mifflin and Cannon Mac before Christmas and then participate in the Greensburg-Salem Holiday Tournament games against Hempfield and Greensburg Central Catholic between Christmas and New Year's. Uniontown up 86-27. Gardner a block there on the jumper from Haar. Loose underneath, goes out of bounds, and back over to Uniontown. Appreciate all the folks hanging with us, too, on the live stream. 86-27 score. 4.5 minutes left in regulation.
It must be...
I might have turned this off, Steve.
They're not watching the Penguins, or the voice is over right now, so they've probably turned it back on.
Yeah, you're a fan. I'm sure that's on your DVR tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Probably both on your DVR tonight.
Got to watch last night and tonight. Like going through the DVR, you can watch 3 hours worth of shows in about an hour and 20 minutes.
For sure on that. Piasecki missing on the three. Garner in transition. Levi Garner right down the lane. Had it poked away there by Capone Mickens. Of course, Connellsville playing in 5A, not in a conference with any of the other Fayette County schools this year. Of course, last year, they're in the same conference as Laurel Highlands playing in 5A. Mustangs moving down to 4A. They also had Albert Gallatin in that conference as well. And AG, like Laurel Highlands, moving down to 4A. We'll see a lot of AG, especially in January as well. Again, the Red Raiders conference this year consisting of Laurel Highlands, Southmoreland, Albert Gallatin, Uniontown, Bell Vernon, and Elizabeth Forward. Connellsville in a tough section as well as Levi Garner lays it up and in. 4 here in the fourth, 9 for the game for Levi. They have Bethel Park, Thomas Jefferson, Peters Township, Trinity, and Ringgold in their section. They'll turn and shoot here left of the lane. Good for Connellsville's Gino Farrell. His first 2 of the game come here in the fourth quarter. 88-29 Red Raiders. That one deflected out of play. Will be Uniontown's basketball. And for both of these schools, Steve, no conference games until January. That's a trend we have not seen in quite some time. I personally think, though, you see these conferences all with 6 teams. I'd like to see a conference with 7 or 8. I think 6 is too few. I'd like to see more meaningful games as far as the conference standings are concerned. What are your thoughts on that? Think 6 is too few?
Yeah, because that's what, 12 games they got to play conference.
It's only 10 conference.
10, yeah.
That's why I'd like to see 7 or 8 teams give you 12 to 14 conference games. 2:11 left here. Travel called underneath.
Throw a couple non-conference games in the middle of that. They almost become meaningless.
Correct. And you do have a lot of meaningful conference games, I think, for both Uniontown and Laurel Highlands this year. Even look at the Red Raiders, even into January, they're going to play in that Pittsburgh Basketball Classic down at Montour against a very good Aliquippa team. We'll have that game for you as well here on WMBS later on in January. There's a long 2 made there from Gino Farrell, and Laurel Highlands the same way. They have games against West Philadelphia and Lincoln Park between Christmas and New Year's. Out of the CCBC Dome in Beaver County. In the corner, 3 on the way. Air ball there from Devin Sykes. Depending on what publication you look at, Lincoln Park and Laurel Highlands, the top 2 teams in 4A. I think you'll see Uniontown in the top 5 before long the way they're playing. Missed 3 there from Jonathan Kelly, who had just checked in. 1:07 to play. Stripped away there from Devin Sykes and deflected out of play. And stay tuned for our post-game show. Post-game show brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon.
And that'll be a quick one tonight.
We'll have our player of the game brought to you by Fayette County Commissioner Vince Facides. And he's actually getting some medals out, Steve. We're gonna have trophies and little medals that we're gonna pass out for the end of the season. That should be a lot of fun. Have a little medal for the honor of player of the game. Even the folks that won it earlier before we had the medals will make sure you get your medals. And Blaze Krisner and Keandre win the award this past weekend.
Putting a lot of pressure on you to pick the winners.
Yes. Levi Gardner coming back on this. Underneath. Rebound pulled down there by Dwayne Barron. Down to 9 seconds left. 88-31. 3 from the near wing. Jonathan Kelly blocked down. Red Raiders looking for one last finish. And Levi Gardner will dunk it home to end the game. And Gardner will finish with 11 points. And the Red Raiders will win it 90-31. 59-point win for Uniontown over Connellsville this evening. We're back to tell you all about it on our post-game show brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. Comes your way next here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Bad hair day, bad day at the office, bad day behind the wheel. Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sproulsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva and Son Body and Fender Repair. Currently in their 59th year of providing quality, reliable service to the community, Ted Silva and Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They will gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they will work with your insurance company. With a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Silva and Son not only cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it is the goal of Ted Silva and Son to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Family owned and operated for 59 years. Call 724-437-2351 for Ted Silva and Son Body and Fender Repair, LLC. Proud to sponsor local high school sports.
Hello, this is your Fayette County Commissioner, Vince Facides. There is nothing more exciting than high school sports. I know all the athletes work extra hard to be competitive, plus maintain their study skills. Again, this is Commissioner Vince Facides saluting all the young contestants for their efforts. Good luck, and may the best team prevail. And the winner is...
We're back here in our post-game show, our post-game coaching interview brought to you by Davis & Davis, attorneys at law, helping local people with their legal matters since 1976, being joined by Uniontown assistant Ware Gladman. And Ware, as we said at halftime, really a solid performance tonight, got everyone in the game, ended up winning by 59.
Yeah, thank you. Like I said, it was a good performance, and I think it was a game that we needed to come back and follow. Like I said, we fell on hard times on this past weekend, but a little redemption game, good game, great game for our identity, to tell you the truth.
And only 3 games left before you guys head to Florida. You'll have Thomas Jefferson coming up on Friday, and then games against Brownsville and Carrick next week.
Yeah, absolutely. This Friday is going to be another big test for us. Thomas Jefferson, there's another great scorer. But I think his last name is Berger. He's Berger. Yeah, he's a great player. Right now, our scouting report and our focus is on him and the Thomas Jefferson team.
Yeah, Coach, you got to be pleased with the way the kids played. And obviously, that second half's a little tough. It's just a little bit of the air went out of the building, I guess, with a 40-some point lead at halftime. But that's are good problems to have, right?
Yeah, it's kind of good. Like you said, we won't throw our heaviest punch in the first quarter, first half actually, and it give us some rep time for some of our guys at the end of the bench. So at the same time, like I said, overall a great performance from our top down to the bottom.
Coach, appreciate your time. Best of luck on Friday night, and congratulations on the win this evening.
My man, thank you.
That's Uniontown assistant Ware Gladman. Again, that post-game coaching interview brought to you by Davis & Davis, attorneys at law, helping local people with their legal matters since 1976. Back with more on our post-game show brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. We'll run through the stats brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County right after this.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer litigated over 275 civil and criminal trials, some of which have been aired on Oprah, Inside Edition, and ESPN. Having an engineering degree, master's in business administration, and law degree qualifies him to go toe-to-toe with anyone. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field and Marcellus gas negotiations, and family law. Small enough to care and smart enough to win. Phone 724-425-1162 or email TommySchaefer@hotmail.com.
Movement Physiotherapy is here to serve you. Now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, Movement Physiotherapy treats back issues, knee and ankle pain, shoulder, hip, neck, and balance issues, and provides post-surgical rehab. Using aquatic therapy, manual therapy, therapeutic exercise, soft tissue massage, electrical stimulation, running analysis, and balance programs, Tyler Gasek and his team are ready to improve your health with physical therapy. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family-owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Does your car sound like it's saying, "Trade me in, trade me in," every time you start it up? Well, go to Ford of Uniontown and trade it in. That's right, your Uniontown Ford dealer is ready to assist you with a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV purchase. Ford of Uniontown has all the deals, all the inventory, and they are ready to deal. It has never been a better time to buy a Ford. Service is their top priority. No matter where you purchase your Ford car or truck, Ford of Uniontown will be happy to service it for you. They offer Ford-trained technicians, Ford-certified parts and service, 1-year, 12,000-mile parts warranties, and new state-of-the-art service equipment. Call or stop in today to see the hometown service of Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 West across from Applebee's. So listen to your car the next time you hear it say, "Trade me in, trade me in." Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 at the top of the hill.
South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon has spent his life helping others. Now in his 17th year of service, he previously served us as a district judge for 24 years after 8 years of teaching our kids. Like in basketball, Rick Vernon knows that it takes a team to produce winning results. Let's keep our great team of supervisors together. Rick Vernon says, "Go team."
Ready for an easier way to manage your cards? Get more power, peace of mind, and security with the new updated app from First Federal of Greene County. Set spending limits, view merchant details, subscriptions, and where your card is stored. Plus, turn off lost or stolen cards. It's card management on your terms. Download the updated app or visit ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
Back here at Uniontown High School in our postgame show brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. Steve, is your final stats. They're brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County.
Mickens with 2 points. That's Capone Mickens. Jaden Mickens with 7. Rosselli with 1. McBride with 7. Piasecki with 5. Zavaskin with 3. Har with 2. And Farrell with 4. They scored 9 in the first, 8 in the second, 6 in the third, 9 in the fourth, 31 for the ball game. For the Red Raiders, Grooms with 17. Hager with 4. Winfrey with 15. McLee with 17 off the bench. Gardner with 11. Richardson 8. Sykes with 3. Uphold with 4. And Braxton with 11. They had 31 in the first, 29 in the second, 24 in the third. Just 6 in the fourth. Of course, running clock for a 90-31 victory.
And Steve, our player of the game, brought to you by Fayette County Commissioner Vince Vicides. Kadrien McLee today with 17 points. Had a couple of throwdowns there as well. So Kadrien McLee, our player of the game. Again, we hope Bakari Wallace is okay as well. Steve went down in the first half, saw him on the bench, and hopefully just a little minor ding there for Bakari and doesn't have to miss any time.
He hit the wood pretty hard there on his back, too. You don't know if it was his back or a little bit of a headache there, but hopefully he'll be okay and get back. That's the way he played. We talked about at the beginning of the broadcast how hard he plays, and he creates those situations for himself where he puts himself in harm's way a little bit too much. But Red Raiders are pretty deep, but they definitely need him. They'll be even deeper with him in the lineup.
For folks on Facebook Live, that will do it. Back with one final segment on WMBS right after this. Red Raiders win it 90-31.